Wu-Tang with it. Wu-Tang with it. Wu-Tang with it. Do your dance. Do your dance. Do your dance. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Buckles Locker. Coming to you again. Subscribe, like, comment, share on all the videos. Don't forget to hit the notification bell icon to notify you on all new videos that's posted on this channel. Shouts out to all the Pirates and Sea Bandits. Thank you for supporting this channel and support all other Bucs platforms across social media. Y'all thought I forgot. Y'all thought I wasn't going to talk to me all today. I was a little busy today, but I got myself together. Come on in, Josh. I see you, man. Reiner. Berthold. Perry, what's up, man? Damien. King Cook. Haitian boy. I see you. Aaron. Bucs Gang 101. Come on in. Join the party. Come into the locker room. We're going to have a little fun today. I haven't opened a locker room up in a long time. You know, Young Deezy. What's up, man? Jason Garrett. Wayne. Wayne, what's up, man? On and on and on. 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 On and on and over and over and over. See, y'all ain't from Florida. You ain't from Florida if you don't know nothing about that. If you ain't from Central Florida and South Florida, you have no idea what I'm doing or what I'm saying. Grizzlo, what's up, man? JR Dot. On and on and on. On and on and on. Come on in. Yes, I'm that guy. I'm that guy. It's more than meets the eye. Buckles Lock is not just about football. I do other things too, folks. I'm very versatile. Asset over liability. You know, I represent my state. I love my state. Ride or die. You know, city boy with it. City boy with it. City. Wu-Tang, man. Come on. Wu-Tang with it. Wu-Tang with it. Wu-Tang with it. Now do your dance. Not do you. Now Wu-Tang with it. Wu-Tang with it. Wu-Tang with it. Yes, we're gonna talk about that too. Which one is your favorite, Young Deezy? Which one of these 9? I grew up on Tampa Tony, Perry. I grew up on Tampa Tony. Rocket Rod DJ, Tampa Tony, Miami. You know, so the Miami DJs down in Miami. The original Slip and Slide crew. The old Rick Ross, right? Trina, Trick Daddy and all them. Yup. Ghost Town DJs. All that music coming back. Y'all notice that, right? On and on and on. Go on TikTok. You see all that on TikTok. They doing all our stuff. They copying Florida moves. Riding, Florida jug. We use words like jit. You know, rated R. I ain't even supposed to be in here tonight. All these SOs tonight. Niggas. Right. These. I can't say all the words. Like, you know. Rocket right, yeah, crazy. Don't wanna leave me. Y'all know, man. You don't wanna leave the club. You don't wanna leave the club. Yeah. When that thing like, they don't know about that, man. I'm gonna take y'all back. I'm gonna take y'all back, man. It's Florida for real. I told y'all, I don't play about my state, man. You know what I'm talking about? I was listening to the music earlier, so it was in my head, you know, the on and on and on and I had it on repeat. Quad City DJs, Ghost Town DJ, yeah. On and on and on and on and on. That's a vibe right there, boy. That's a vibe right there. In the summertime, you at summer camp, you chilling. You know what I'm saying? Summertime, you chilling. You got that. Remember y'all used to go to summer camp and they had them cold lunches with the sub. The little and the little applesauce with the cookie with the frozen grape juice and the little carton thing. The little carton, little I guess it was like 8 ounces. It was a frozen juice. You trade your juice for the cookies. Like I'll trade you my grape juice for your cookie. The cookie was nice big cookie too. And that sandwich, I used to take out the ham. You know what I'm saying? I used to take off the ham because that little sub they had, it was a Cuban. And I guess it wasn't really a Cuban, but for those of you that went to summer camp in Florida, especially in the Central Florida and South Florida, you know what I'm saying? Used to take off that ham. I didn't like the ham, that salami. You know what I'm saying? I used to tear them sandwiches up. Then they had like the chips. I hate my baby. I hate my baby daddy. I hate my baby mama. All them jits out there, man. I was a jit. I'm original jit. I'm original jit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Anybody remember those sandwiches? You know what I'm saying? Come on in. We're gonna have a little fun today. You know what I'm saying? I'll take y'all back to Tampa days, man. I'm telling you, that frozen grape juice, the little carton juice, which you gotta open up. The old school open, you gotta open up with 2 hands, and you know what I'm saying? Remember those cookies, those chocolate chip cookies at summer camp? I used to, man, look, it's free lunch. Used to come in that little plastic, it was a little white tray with the plastic around it with the applesauce. I used to hate the applesauce, but sometimes in the summertime, applesauce be good. Applesauce used to be good. Y'all remember the summer camp? If you went to summer camp in Nucio or Grant Park, Jackson Heights, or College Hill, 43rd, or not 43rd, but 22nd, the little summer camp right there. Sulphur Springs, they had a summer camp. You had to go past Sulphur Springs Elementary. But man, I used to tear those juices up, and they used to be frozen too. And the frozen fruit cups. I gotta tell you, man. Y'all remember I know if you from Florida, I know you remember this. I know you remember Polar Cup. I know you remember. They ain't got no Polar Cups. See, they got snow cones here. In New Orleans, they got snow cones. They all right, you know what I'm saying? But they ain't got nothing on Polar Cup. If you from Central Florida, if you from Orlando and Tampa, I don't know if Miami had Polar Cup, but Tampa, Orlando area, we had Polar Cup. Varsity 6 off of Nebraska in Fowler. We got a super chat. Mopar Buck with the $20 super chat. I'm flea market by day, drive-in movie on Hillsborough. The flea market right there off of Nebraska on Fowler, that big old flea market right there. And that drive-in off of Hillsborough, right there by that Burger King in the DMV. And it was I think it was a Winn-Dixie right there. It was a shopping. It's still there, but it was a shopping center right there with the Winn-Dixie. Yep. The Winn-Dixie that was right there, and then you had the Burger King right across the street. Then you had some type of like factory right there. Then you had like the drive-in, and you can literally see the screen. Like you can ride on Hillsborough, and at the corner, no, it was a Publix. I'm sorry, it was a Publix back in the day. It was a Publix. It was a Publix right there. It was a Winn-Dixie or Publix, but it was a Burger King on the left-hand side, and the drive-in. If you heading towards Del Mabry, the drive-in was on the right-hand side. The DMV was over there, and you could see the movie screen Friday and Saturday night. You used to ride right by there, and you could see it's big old screen. You couldn't miss it. Yeah, Winn-Dixie's still around. What you mean? But my favorite store was Albertsons. That was my store. It wasn't a Wool. It was a Woolworth, was it? What? No, it's no. You had to. It was like it was a Winn-Dixie or a Publix right there in the corner, and it was a Walgreens right across the street. Yeah, Albertsons. Anybody remember Albertsons? Man, y'all don't know about Albertsons, man. Y'all don't know. See, yeah, they got Trader Joe's and Kroger and all that stuff like that in Food Line. No, it was about Albertsons, Winn-Dixie, and Publix back in the day. Those were the 3 stores you shopped at. And depending on which one you close to, that's where you go. It wasn't about no Walmart. Man, but where we from? Shoot. Yeah, it was a Payless. That's right. It was a shopping center. It was a Woolworth, the Payless, and it was a Winn-Dixie or Publix. I think it was a Publix. Because it was a mini mall, like a mini mart. It was like grocery store, shoe store, and like a clothes store. Nobody would mess with Walmart like that. We went to those little shopping marts. I used to get Payless shoes. I had Attack Forces, XJ900s. Attack Forces. I had Attack Forces. Rugged Outbacks. Do I remember that Toys R Us on Fowler? Let's go to the Toys R Us. Yeah. Take y'all back. Used to get them Jinkos. See, if you from Central Florida, you from Tampa, you had Jinkos. The wide leg jeans. They're gonna come back too. The Sauconys, the Jinkos, the Sauconys, the Jabos, the Iceberg, the Fat Albert, the Jinkos, man. I don't know about them Jinkos, man. The Rugged Outbacks. What was those other boots? Yeah, man. Remember Kmart? Kmart had the best popcorn and they had the best hot dogs. Mecca's. Yep. Sauconys coming back. Sauconys coming back, folks. Kmart had the best popcorn. Remember, see, okay, people talk about Target and whatever. No, Kmart, Mountain Gears. That's what they was. Mountain Gears. I used to have a pair of Mountain Gears. Y'all don't know about the Mountain Gears, man. Y'all was on them Timberlands. Up north, they was on them Timberlands. No, we had Mountain Gears. We messed with the lugs and the Uggs and the Hush Puppies. You know what I'm saying? I had me a pair of Mountain Gears. I had a blue one, too. I had some blue ones. I had some red ones. But Kmart had the best popcorn. Or that slushy. You know what I'm saying? Kmart had the best popcorn. They had the Kmart had the popcorn. Yeah, Kmart had the popcorn and the hot dog, but I used to get the popcorn and the slushy. The blue, the white, the red. That slushy, the slushy guy back in the day. Thank you for the $10 super chat, Mopar Buck. I'm just taking y'all back until before I get into the video. Mountain Gear boots with pants leg. Yeah. The Jabos. Yeah. Jordache. The starter jacket with the pouch in the middle. I'll take y'all back, man. I miss those days, man. I would fight somebody over a starter jacket with the pouch in the front. Or if anybody remember this, Varsity 6, the movie theater off in Nebraska and Fowler, right at the corner, that big old shopping center. It was a big old shopping center. They had a Toys R Us right there too. Telling you, Varsity 6 had the best hot dogs, movie hot dogs. Now, University Mall back in the day, we used to go there and watch movies too. Remember Sam Goody's? Sam Goody, the music store? I used to go in Sam Goody's and sit there and listen to the music for like 2 hours. And then they had the food court right there. You had to get your orange chicken and your corn. Yep, and the bourbon chicken, orange chicken. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. Y'all don't know about that, man. Good old days, man. I just took y'all back a little bit. But anyway, I had all this Florida music in my head, and it just put me back in a mind state of when I was a kid. It wasn't no Attack on Titan. It was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It was Woody Woodpecker. It was Chitty Willy. It was Power Rangers, the original Power Rangers, VR Troopers. VR Troopers. See, I'm showing you my age. We didn't have no Attack on Titans or Hunter x Hunter, One Piece. We did have Vampire D, the original Vampire D. We did have that. The American Gladiators, we had that stuff. Stayed in Blockbuster Music and Sam Goodies. Radio Shack. Remember the arcade room? Remember Putt Putt? Anybody remember Putt Putt on Bush? Anybody remember Putt Putt? They need to bring that back. The arcade, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade with the four characters. Me and my brothers used to get our quarters. I used to get Michelangelo all the time. That was my favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Michelangelo was Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, and Raphael. That's how the arcade was set up. Yep. And we used to go to the Washerette. So y'all don't know about that. We used to go to the Washerette and we used to play Mike Tyson or Top Gun. Afterburner. Afterburner. Mike Tyson and Afterburner was at the Washerette off of Waters. Shinobi, Bad Dudes. We didn't have no PlayStation. Remember WWF Superstars? Remember that? The old original Street Fighter. Yeah. Pac-Man. The old original Streets of Rage. We had that stuff. The Spy Hunter Afterburner, man. Y'all remember that the airplane game Afterburner? Oh, Foursquare, you know about that. Box hockey. Hockey 1, hockey 2, hockey 3. Foursquares. I was a Foursquare champ. Capture the flag, all that stuff. We used to go to the Washerette. Anybody know what a Washerette is? Let's see if y'all remember that. I'm gonna say that last one. The old X-Men arcade game with the Wolverine, with the old original Sentinels, with the Magneto and the Blob and Pyro, NBA Jam. Exactly. Original. All that stuff is better. People don't understand how good that stuff was. Smash Brothers. I remember Smash Brothers. The original Sonic. I was a Foursquare champ. Hit it back to A-Man nice and easy. No slamming, no curving, no carrying, no spinning. When you in the A square, you get to call what you want to call. I'm telling you, I'm taking y'all back. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do that from time to time. But anyway, let's get to the video. So today's conversation, the original. Well, see, Marvel vs. Capcom was more 2000s. That was early 2000s. I'm talking about the 90s, like the height of fun. That's when you had fun. You had to go outside. We used to go knock down mailboxes with grapefruits and oranges, plum trees, grapefruit trees. You know what I'm saying? We used to go out and jump in people's yards and go get bags of tangerines. Cruising USA. Yep. Do y'all remember that? Samurai Showdown. The original Samurai Showdown 1 and Samurai Showdown 2. Hamaru, Yuriko. Yeah. I'm talking about 90s when you had to go outside. You had to go to the Washerette. We was outside for real. We was outside till 8:30, 9 o'clock in the summertime. We used to go outside, get those. Remember, I got one for y'all. Here's another OG. Cash and carry. Anybody remember that? Anybody remember cash and carry? Huh? Does anybody remember cash and carry? Cash and carry. I don't even know they still got that around, but if they do, it's got to be in Tampa. Cash and carry was low-key sleeper. Cash and carry does. Where is cash and carries? I would look that up. Piggly Wiggly. Exactly. See, I didn't mess with the save a lot. Saving pack. See, they got save a lot, but saving pack was the original. But cash and carry, don't sleep on cash and carry. That was our save a lot. You know, our low budget. You know, when you couldn't go to Publix or Albertsons, you know, you had to go to cash and carry. Cash and carry. That's what it literally was. Cash and carry your stuff. I used to go. I remember I got caught stealing in it was either, I think it was cash and carry. I got caught stealing some batteries. I ain't even gonna lie, though. I got caught stealing some batteries. They let me go though. They let me go. They let me go. Cash and carry, man. Don't sleep on cash and carry. And every neighborhood had the corner store. Every neighborhood had the corner store. I'm telling y'all. The mystery 9-laters, you know, the mystery airheads, when it was 25 cents, the blow pops was 15 cents. Andy Caps, hot fries, Polar Cup. When Polar Cup came around, see, Eckerd. Oh, you brought it back to the Eckerts. Oh my goodness. Before Walgreens. Think about that, folks. Eckerts, if you don't know what Eckerts is, that was all Walgreens back in the day. Nick's off of 40th Street. And if you really about that new seal life, you remember Tony's Deli. Tony's Deli and Snacks. Those two spots right there. Tony's Deli and Snacks. Yeah. That 7-Eleven that you see right up there off of Puritan. Original. Riverbend, Country Crossing. Mm-hmm. Eckerts, man. Y'all don't know nothing about Eckerts. That was our Walgreens. Mm-hmm. But anyway, man, oh man, it's just the memories, man. It was so much fun back in the day. I'm telling y'all, man. Football on Sundays, NFL Sundays. I'm gonna tell y'all something. You know, I watch a lot of games now. On Sundays, I watch football. I'm gonna transition right into the football conversation. On Sundays, back in the day. Now, remember when I told y'all we was outside? But this is what we used to do. You know, when you had a good neighborhood, regardless of the poverty level, whether it was rich people, whether it's, you know, poor people, you know your neighborhood was good. On Sunday, Bucs versus the Bears, Bucs versus the Lions, Bucs versus the Packers, the NFC North, the black and blue division. Halftime, you was outside in some grass area playing throw up tackle, or, you know, 10 on 10, 4 on 4, whatever, with some Santa Spurs. Y'all know what Santa Spurs is? Huh? Y'all know what Santa Spurs is? They hurt. I don't know what they call them in the Midwest or West Coast, or up north they got it. But in Florida, Central Florida and South Florida, we call it Santa Spurs. So what we used to do when we used to watch the football game, we used to watch the first quarter and the second quarter. Halftime, we would go outside. And all of a sudden, all it takes is about 2 or 3 people outside throwing the football. And next thing you know, you got 14 people out there, 7-on-7, tackle football. I mean, from 5-year-olds, 7-year-olds, all up to 17. We didn't even watch the game in the third or fourth quarter. We were so about being outside playing football. We were really outside. And we was acting like we would, you know, Barry Sanders and Emmitt Smith. We acted like those guys playing tackle. Throw up tackle. And you know, you got that area, because we used to play at a church. We played football at church. and the Santa Spurs get stuck in your hand. Ooh, I hated those things. But we still play football. There was a patch in the church area or wherever you played at. It was always a patch of Santa Spurs. You can't go over there. Mel too cool. You still remember Albertsons. You still remember it, don't you? They got one in New Orleans. Well, it's in Baton Rouge, really. It's in Baton Rouge. It's an Albertsons in Baton Rouge. And if you play football in the streets, the light poles, okay, that light pole is a touchdown. And the cars was the sidelines. And we used to get tore up by those cars, those mirrors. Oh man. I'm telling you, this how we love football so much in Florida. On Sundays as kids, we didn't watch the games. We only watched like half of the game because we wanted to go out there and hurt each other. Yep. And then cars will pass by. You got to stop the game. Especially if you live on the side streets, not the main street, the side streets. The light poles with the touchdown. We were outside. We used to get bags of tangerines, like after you get done, or like you take a break, and if it was a house in the area, or plums, they got plums, tangerine. Where I'm from, citrus state, right? So we already know how this works. Where I'm from, we have plum trees, tangerines, grapefruits, and oranges, straight off the tree. No GMO, none of that. We're going to take these and shoot them up with something. It was straight off the tree. Mother Nature, fresh fruit. I mean, you can see the molded ones on the ground and you can see the fresh ones on the tree. And what you had to do, you had to jump over the fence. If it's somebody in somebody's yard, you had to jump over the fence with your bag and run over there and snatch them grapefruits and tangerines off the tree or the plums. Or if it was an open yard, you would have to run into the front yard real quick and take and throw them over. Yeah, back in the day when it was WWF and WCW, ECW, not this WWE crap. We was outside, folks, 8:30, 9 o'clock, till the street lights on. We lived that life for real. I don't know what these kids doing now, man. They boring to me. I remember when Pogs came out. Yeah. Pecan tree. Yep. Lemon. Look, Florida has so much food. As a kid, you had no issues of eating. Like if you was hungry, go in the neighborhood, find you a tangerine tree or a plum tree, pecans on the ground. Go find you a grapefruit tree. You couldn't go hungry as a kid. King Cook, yeah, you remember, yeah. Mobbing for Christ. Y'all remember that day? Y'all remember that stuff? You remember you had friends in the neighborhood, they would come to your house, especially you had that one kid in the neighborhood that everybody knew. He had all the snacks, he had all the games, he had a Nintendo, he had the Sega Genesis, he had a TurboGrafx 16, the Sega Saturn, the 3DO, whatever. And that one kid, that one rich kid, because where I'm from, there was low class, because where I came from, food stamps, so that's low class. You got upper low class, middle low class, and low class, like it's the bottom of the barrel. And then where I'm from is the fishbowl. So the fishbowl had a mixture of low class, low income people, and it had middle class, and then the other side of the fishbowl had the big houses, the rich people. Yep. Oh, so Baton Rouge got that too? Yep, tangerines was man, I'm telling you. Bags of tangerines. Yep. You had that one kid, that one rich kid in the neighborhood that wanted to be down. Yep. His name was John. We used to go in his house and eat all his snacks. But anyway, let's get to I can talk about this all day. It was fun. It was outside. We was outside for real. 90s, we was outside. We was outside and we fought. Like we scrapped. We had to use the hands. Like, and we tackled for real. Like it wasn't no pads and none of that, No, we used to tackle. And when fights happen. It was like that. It wasn't no, I got 30 in the clip. Nah, it was put them dukes up. Rudolph, what's up, man? Robles Park, yep. Dre 813 Tampa. What? The pink truck? Oh, I remember the pink truck. Man, you gotta have the Polar Cup, man. You wasn't there for the Polar Cup. Mopar Buck with another $10 super chat. Did you go to plant when them book of stamps came in to go to the meat house? No. So, the meat house, see what we did. Remember, y'all, those of you that don't understand, food stamps had colors to them. You got the brown, you got like the light red, pinkish, and you had that green food stamps. I think the dollars was brown. I think the dollars and $5 was brown. You know what I'm saying? But food stamps, y'all laugh at food stamps now because you on food stamps. They call them snap now. They call it, they got the card snap. But back in the day, we used to walk around with the food stamps in our hand like money. I wasn't embarrassed that the dollars was brown. $300 worth of food stamps, man. $20 worth of food stamps. You get food with that. Anyway, they got snap cards now, but back in the day, we had food stamps. And I came up off of food stamps. So I know I came from the struggle for real. I came from, what we call them projects. Up north, Midwest, they call them slums or slum. But I came from the projects. Low class income. I got free lunch at school. So any little food I can come up off of, like with the food stamps. I remember the first time I got food stamps, Dad gave us some food stamps. Go to the store. I'm like, what is this? Man. And the rich kids used to laugh at the kids that with food stamps. The book of food stamps. They used to laugh at us. Oh, y'all gotta pay for, I got free lunch. Food stamps. But in the hood, we didn't care. We didn't care. We didn't care. I survived on food stamps. Syrup sandwiches, beanie weenies, Vienna sausages, food stamps, man. I'm telling y'all don't know about that, man. Anyway, so Tampa Bay Bucs versus the Chicago versus the Dallas Cowboys. I'm still thinking about Polar Cup. Syrup sandwiches, ketchup sandwiches. I'm telling y'all, the struggle was real. I know where I came from, so I'm appreciative of what I got. I'm very appreciative. I've been through the struggle. I've been through the gutter. Bologna and cheese sandwiches with no mayonnaise, no mustard. Have you ever had a ketchup sandwich? Just ketchup and bread. When you was hungry, when you your mom and dad, your parents, or your mom and your dad, or or your dad, you live with your dad, or your mom, whatever, or your grandma, the struggle was real. When you didn't grow up rich, you ate whatever. The Vienna sausages in the can, pull them back. You go get you some chips, make it happen. I'm talking about, I had all kinds of sandwiches. Bologna and mayo. Hot dog with mayonnaise on it. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all don't understand, man. You used to go to any little bit of money you get, you go to the store. You go to the candy lady. Everybody had a candy lady. She sold all the candy. I used to get them oatmeal pies. Back in the day when oatmeal pies tasted good, I used to get the oatmeal pies. And sometimes the Star Crunch or the Debbie Rolls. Kind of fell off of them, but you go get you a honey bun and some cheese and a bologna. The honey bun, y'all don't know about that. The honey bun with the bologna. Or the honey bun with the cheese, and you wrap it around the honey bun, the 25-cent honey bun back in the day. You couldn't tell me nothing. You made something work. You made a meal. You know how they got them prison meals? They make all those crazy meals. Well, back in the day in the hood, whatever bit of money you got, you make it happen. You go get you a Star Crunch and you go home and you figure something out. Beans. Sometimes we didn't have no beanie wings. We used to get the beans, the baked beans, and get some hot dogs. Chop them up, put them in there. Legend had it. Yeah, I was deep in the trenches. Tell you, that's why I don't take no BS. I don't take no BS from nobody because I know where I came from. You can't tell me about no struggle. I've been there. Remember the hot sauces red? Yeah, the red links. The hot sauces red links. The mini sausages with the grits. The mini sausages, the mini links, the mini sausages about this big with the grits. You can't tell. A lot of us can relate to this, but if some of y'all right now can relate. But if you've been through the struggle, you understand how it works. You know how to make a meal. Like right now, if I had $100 that for the rest of the month, trust me, I can make $100 work. I'm very good with money and food. I can make it work. Y'all don't understand the struggle. A lot of us been through that struggle, man. We all got some struggle in our history. I don't know if if you was born rich and all that, you don't understand. But a lot of us been through the struggle. Grits was cheap. Hot dogs was cheap. You get the cheapest hot dogs, some big old round hot dogs, the big round fat hot dogs. Oh yeah, shout out to everybody that been through the struggle. We can relate. We got some background. We together, right? It wasn't about no Attack on Titan. More Power Buck with a $9 super chat. I spent 30 minutes talking about old school stuff, and I ain't talking about no football yet. Anyway, Buccos, tell them we play basketball with egg crates, bruh. Ain't nobody affording no real gold. We play. That's how. Sometimes we ain't play basketball with no crates. Not the original SpaghettiOs, the generic SpaghettiOs, but sometimes we didn't play basketball with crates. We had to make something happen. Just like football. We didn't have no cones or no touchdowns. We had to make touchdowns. We had to make the end zone. We had to make an end zone, or the light pole was the end zone, or the tree was the end zone, or the last car of the industry was the end zone. $100 for a month back in the day. And when you remember, it was 4 boys. So it was me and 4 boys. So every time my mom and dad, they only went shopping once a month. They only went shopping once a month. $300, $400 worth of groceries, food stamps, or when my mom was working, we'll come home with $400 worth of groceries at the beginning of the month. By the middle of the month, half of that stuff is gone. It is what it is. So I know how to make a $100 stretch. I can make a $100 stretch for a month. I go right over here, the Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, save a lot and make it work. 4 boys. 4 boys. So we wasn't walking around with no Nikes all day. We wasn't eating the finest food. I'm saying, so understand how this works, folks. A lot of us been through the struggle. I'm telling y'all, ketchup sandwiches. Do not sleep on that. If you in a bind, ketchup sandwiches. They work. Bologna sandwiches with no mayonnaise. They work. I'm telling y'all. Remember the box? Telling y'all, man. Anyway, so syrup sandwiches too. Oh, Jersey. The purple syrup. Oh, I still go to Family Dollar. Yeah, I'm an IT. I'm an engineer, but I still go to Family Dollar and Dollar General. Don't get it twisted. In Dollar Tree. Don't get it twisted. I don't forget where I came from. Not saying I want to go back to that, but I'm just saying, if I need to go pick up something real quick, like some napkins or something like that, I'm not gonna go spend $10 for some paper towels at the grocery store. I'm gonna go to Family Dollar, Dollar General, and Dollar Tree to get that. Oh, it's Sal's birthday. Happy birthday. Let's give a happy birthday to Sal 319. I don't think Sal can relate to the Southern struggle, but he's from the Midwest. You know what I'm saying? Sal's from the Midwest, so Sal got some struggles too. I'm pretty sure he got some struggles. You know what I'm saying? That he can relate to. And I know we got some similar background, so you know I'm pretty sure he got some struggle stories for us too. You know what I'm saying? Like food wise, you know, clothes and shoes. You know, a lot of us didn't grow up with money. You know what I'm saying? So happy birthday, Sal. We're just talking about the struggle, Sal. We ain't even got to start with football yet. You know what I'm saying? We just went on the struggle story thing. You know, I gave y'all a little background. Y'all giving y'all background. So I appreciate y'all. Now shout out to everybody that been through the struggle. I can relate. I just gave y'all my story, a little brief story. You know, 4 boys in the house. Food was scarce. And yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the locker room. Let me go ahead and open the locker room, you know, and we'll talk about this. The question today for the game Monday night, the question for today is, can the Bucs score more than 18 points? Oh, what's the Cali struggle? What's y'all struggle story? We love you too, Sal. Even though you mean as hell, but I can deal with that, but some of them can't. But what's California struggle stories? What stores did you go to when you didn't have the money? The gas stations, you know, the corner stores, you know, did you have an ice cream truck, like a name? Because we got Polar Cup where I'm from. You know, did you have a struggle store that you go to that you go get the food and, you know, food stamps? Were you on food stamps too in California? Because, you know, California got all those rich people out there, you know. We had a dirty toaster too. The toaster was dirty. We couldn't go to Walmart to buy toasters every, you know, the toaster was dirty. You know when you got a dirty toaster, you know, when you look in the toaster and you got all the breadcrumbs down there and it's burnt up and you flip it over and it just tons of crumbs just come out. Sometimes it was struggle so bad we didn't even flip it over. We kept making toast. Better yet, butter sandwiches. Butter sandwiches. Butter sandwiches. You know, you take the cheap white bread, the Wonder Bread, the bread that breaks apart, butter, and the bread just breaking up. You put that together and you eat the bread and the butter. The bread and butter sandwich. We all can identify. We all can identify. I like this. I like we can identify. That's what I'm saying. Like, look, I know we have our differences about football, but think about this for a second, folks. In real life, as coming up as kids, whether you came up in the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s, we still have a connection. It's a network. It's a web. We all are connected in some sort of way. We might not be related. You know, whatever the case may be. But guess what? We all have a similar background in some degree, or have a connection, a web that's connected somewhere. William Magazine. Butter sandwiches. Go back. Telling y'all, if on a regular day, just go make you a butter sandwich. A grilled cheese. Go make you a grilled cheese right now. If you just want to just get back in that mind state, I'm gonna give me a grilled cheese or a mayonnaise sandwich if you like mayonnaise. I don't do mayonnaise, or a ketchup sandwich. In the barbershop, I used to get Covades. Well, they call them number ones now, or even all around. But back in the day, it's called Covades. That's the name of the cut, Covades. Welfare peanut. The bread was so cheap. The Wonder Bread, you know, the white bag with the dots on it. That bread. That's the best bread to make butter sandwiches or ketchup sandwiches or bologna sandwich with no mayonnaise. Bologna, cheese, and bread. Stop me if I'm lying. So, but the question today, for those of you that's coming into the locker room, it's an open locker room today. The question today is, can the Bucs score more than 18 points? And yes, Source was our source. The Source magazine. We had Source. We didn't have Double XL. That was trash. Source. So I'm opening the locker room up. So remember the question. That's the focus today. I know some of y'all gonna still talk about back in the day, but it is what it is. You know, I'll rock with y'all. I'm very versatile in my conversations. I can talk about a lot of stuff. I can talk about this too. Somebody said something about my Attack on Titan shirt. Yeah, I got this shirt. Does anybody have a favorite Titan? You know, does anybody have a favorite Titan? I do. I'll tell you at the end. The locker room is open. It's an open locker room. So I don't have to remind y'all of the rules and all that stuff like that. But you get it. Try not to over talk everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to bring everybody in here. I know it's the first time I've opened the locker room up in a while. It's been a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? So you want to talk about football? We can do that. We can talk about the game. I know some of y'all got some stories y'all probably want to say in here, but let's try to stay on the football topic because we got a lot of stories we can talk about, but maybe we'll make a video like that. I don't know. So we got Mopar Buck, we got Buck Skull Gang.
What's up, you guys?
What's going on, bro?
Yeah. I'm surprised you guys don't remember the free tickets those days. On your windshield, the free tickets.
Nah, I ain't staying in no area where they was putting nothing on my windshield.
They weren't putting nothing on my no, they wasn't coming in the yard.
They ain't coming in no projects, bro. Not putting nothing on no windshield.
If you lived in a park, a court, it was a park. If it was something with a court, something with a park, and something with a heights. They ain't messing with that. Or hill. Yeah. Anything with a hill.
Then you got to think West Tampa projects is one way in and one way out. So
yeah. I had my first cousin lived over there at West Tampa projects.
Bro, I'm a West baby, so you know we did Central Park a little bit, if I'm not mistaken, but I know we was in pretty much West Tampa, and then what's that, Bama for a little bit, but pretty much then my granny, she had a crib out there in Ybor.
Over the years.
Now you got to think about it too. Now over there by West Tampa, not too far from West Tampa, if you go on 22nd Street, College Hill, right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's changed now over the years.
They're still right though. Them the last ones that standing, but don't nobody stand them.
Right, they pretty much kind of like
them pink ones. You talking about them pink ones that sit right there?
Yep.
No, actually, those right there, those are called no. See, I'm talking about College Hill is a little bit farther down from that past. If you go past the pink ones, my dad had one of the so I had some cousins live there too. The pink ones right there by West Tampa. I know what you're talking about.
Those right there, kind of when you headed to Ybor. Which ones is them right there?
Ybor, yeah.
I forgot the name of those, but
because they were still standing last year, but they ain't nobody in them. They tore them down because you know.
Right. But if you go past those and go further down, if you go up to 22nd Street or go Columbus. Or go
okay. Yeah.
Hey, do you guys remember the seats wasn't comfortable back then? The Bucs seats, man, they wasn't comfortable. Remember those seats are not comfortable.
Those things was wooden. Look, if you grew up down, you know
Tampa
we
Park.
used to go.
It's called Tampa Park.
Tampa Park. Okay, you're right. Yeah. You know they used to send us as a field trip. All the elementary schools used to go there as a field trip. You know, I remember when they changed over the stadium and did the ship. Mm-hmm. I had a dinner mat where every player signed it, man. My mama threw it away by accident. I think it got some on it. Yeah, bro. I had you remember because at school we used to get Bucs stuff at school all the time, man. They'll just hand that stuff out. I said, Mama, you messed up bad.
Mama is probably mad at you. You're probably mad at Mama.
Yeah, that's all right, bro.
I say this all the time, and it's another spot called Central Court too. Junior Austin brought that up. But when I used to work at the stadium before they made the changeover.
I forgot you used to work there. Ooh wee! I know you got some material.
It was dreadful. And I used to work at the very top of the old sombrero, like selling cotton candy. You know what I'm saying? And it was so high up there, man, and it was so hot.
And the seats are not comfortable either. The seats are not comfortable.
It was hard, man. Backs.
Wasn't it concrete?
There wasn't no backs. The seats had no backs.
To see what that stadium, to see what that city has turned into with all the success we've had, I ain't gonna lie, man. You wouldn't have never known nothing like the stories because we got another side of Tampa too,
right?
That we could talk of that ain't approved for YouTube because we didn't all seen stuff. And I'm telling you, like JT Money didn't get his name by accident. So you know, to see where it's at now, it's amazing, bro. Like with the football team,
it started after the Super Bowl.
Title Town,
Super Bowl.
Yeah, man. Like I go every year because my granny, she's in a home in St. Petersburg, so I gotta drive home. I never fly because I come home with Cuban sandwich. I got a freezer full of Uncle John sausages right now. I can show y'all. I got Uncle John. I should have gave you some when you love. I'm talking about the big 5-pound.
The original.
Right now in the links, Uncle John sausages in there. I come home with the devil crabs, all of that. My Zephyr in the Hills water because I can't get it out here. All that.
Oh.
Yeah, I have all that, man. My old lady like it, man. I'm telling you,
they don't know about that. They don't know about the Zephyr Hills water.
Yeah, Zephyr Hills water. Because the thing is, that's good water. Drink Ozarka and then drink that water. They say, oh man, that stuff tastes like it came out the faucet. Nah, bro, that's real water.
Nah, man.
You did that with the power.
To this day, I feel things over
there.
Yeah, we can't find nothing for 25 cents no more. Nothing's 25 cents.
You remember that meat market on 22nd? The meat market on 22nd?
Nah, reason why I asked you, we went to Plant when we got our book of stamps. We always went to Plant. I used to hate that hour drive. I used to hate. Listen, my mom,
it was the meat market on 22nd.
Nah, for whatever reason, I think they just had better. We come back with a lot of food, but my mama always went the little old Plant. I used to hate that drive, and I know it was downtown because it looked like it kind of looked like West Tampa. You know, downtown they got that brick road. That's another thing. I ain't never seen that nowhere else. You know, we got brick roads. Yeah, we got real brick roads, man. Like,
all to drive on.
Where the heck that is?
In Florida.
What you mean? West Tampa, man, downtown.
You don't understand the brick roads. You don't understand the brick roads.
Hey, I ain't seen that in so long. I only see that when I go to my grandma's house.
We still got brick roads. We still got brick roads.
As a matter of fact, do you remember the 4th of July? You know where the 4th of July is at? The restaurant, the Cuban spot in West Tampa. It's called 4th of July. As a matter of fact, y'all ain't never been to Barbecue King in West Tampa? Everybody gotta know. Then you should know about the brick road then, bro. Hey, bro, they barbecue so good, you'll eat the bag, bro.
Big John's, don't sleep on Big John's either. Now, Big John's got some good
That's good too.
Big John.
Hey, Bucko, let me stop you there. Big John is trash now, man.
Well, now, I'm talking about back in the day, you know.
Yeah, growing up, yeah.
And
I went to Big John when I went home. I ain't like it.
Barbecue King, he went high, and then I think COVID killed off a lot of them. And then, like I say, I don't know if y'all know this, but they walk in poodles in West Tampa now. It's called West River. Yeah, they building high rises. It's called West River. That is no longer West Tampa. That is West River. Yes.
Yep. The Rays might be moving soon, you guys. Tampa Bay Rays might be moving soon. That's good.
Well, hopefully they move downtown. But
they should have.
The question for tonight, fellas. Let's get back on this football game.
I appreciate y'all. I love my folks from Tampa, bro. When I bump into people and they know anything where I'm from, I just feel like we are unique. And it's certain things we know about. Like we invented the Cuban sandwich. That is not from Cuba. Ebor invented the devil crab. That's not like boiled peanuts. They don't know nothing about these.
What you know about them boiled peanuts?
I used to love boiled peanuts.
But now the question,
boiled peanuts on the side of the road. On the side of the road,
man. The ice cream. I tell them the ice cream man sell them, man. You get a strawberry shortcake.
Yeah.
Or you get your $1 and then and you gotta drink the juice. When it's chilly outside, you drink the juice afterwards.
See, Georgia ain't got that. The white styrofoam cup.
Hey, don't go there now, bro. Come on now. We got some fun. I gotta take you to a spot in the dirty south part of Georgia. You want some real good boiled peanuts, bro.
Y'all ain't beating nothing boiled peanuts. I'll tell you that right now.
Peanuts better in Florida. Peanuts are the best.
Tell me this, man. How you look?
Keenan, what's up, Keenan? Do that for life. What's up, man? Cigars too, but you know
they in the deep freezer right now. I got a peanut lady. They in the deep freezer.
My nigga put out the bag.
Look, man, Florida Tampa and Central Florida, man. We got some hidden like gems, like stories. Like we got a lot of stories with food and culture, and a lot of people like sleep on us because if you ain't been down there and you ain't grew up in none of that, you don't understand that. You don't understand what we're saying, but trust me, you know, when we talk about this stuff, we can, as you can see, a lot of us like Big John and barbecue, this and that.
E-boy is the best.
Athletic as hell too. Athletic, everything we do, athletic. The football player, I argue with somebody. I say, as far as like athletics go, I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, I mean,
you know what's so crazy? It's a good point here. Haitian 407 said, boiled peanuts is a Florida thing. I think I ain't never seen nowhere else. It's a Florida thing.
It's a Florida thing.
To me, that's what it
We're
is.
the only ones that do them. See, they take them in the can and just throw them in the crock pot. We cook that stuff with food, bro. Neck bones, all type. Like that's a Cuban thing, bro.
That's the
That's a
real
real
deal.
Cuban thing. Yeah, that's a real
We got
thing.
the real Cuban sandwiches too. We got the real deal.
Yeah,
Yes, we
not
do.
no
Hell
French
yeah.
bread. You
No,
can't
French
even.
bread. New Orleans got the French bread.
Yeah, they do French bread, and the reason why is because y'all ain't never bought no bread that's about as long as your body, and you got one day to use it. You got one day to use it, or it go bad. You can't
maybe two. Maybe
maybe,
maybe two.
and it got to have that big a bay leaf in the middle, one little green leaf in the middle, and
Dang. Yo,
Bro,
maybe go buy some boiled peanuts tomorrow.
My nigga Mopar brought back the pods though.
Hey, bro,
Like,
look. My pops was cool with the DJs, bro. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you how connected I am. So the squirrel dance is due to Chucky. Chucky is my mama's best friend boyfriend, bro. Like, so I knew that dance before that was even a song or a thing. Yeah, all this thing like that. So I know some
I ain't
real
heard that in
dudes.
so long.
I know my pops was real cool with Tampa Tony. Like, so I know certain folks and certain things, but yeah, man. Let's get to I could do this all day. What's
the
up?
question for today. Bricados. I know about Bricados.
Bricados was on nasty. They was on nasty dining.
They came later on, man. Bricados came. I only ate there twice, and they came later on. We talking about the original Cuban spot.
But if you want some Bucs history, they got it all over their wall. I'm gonna give them that.
Yeah, they do have that.
Hey,
it's always packed. It's always packed.
Mopar, I got a question for you. Do you know Desmond Allison? You remember Desmond Allison? And Chuck Powell?
Who?
They all went to Robinson High School.
Nah, boy, I went to Howard for like a year.
Oh, you went to Howard? Out of here with that, man.
What school did you go to?
And then I got my GED, man. Then I got my GED. I was out there, bro. Like
Howard was rough. Howard.
Hey. Well, you said we fight. My daddy named Peanut, so we kind of know.
We all had a peanut in our neighborhood.
Yeah,
we all had a
peanut. My Peanut known for beating half the city up though.
Like, is it the Peanut? I'm gonna see if it's the same one.
Michael Knight. Michael Knight. Michael Knight. He is known, bro.
Oh,
so it was a dude named Scarface. If y'all remember Scarface, big old D boy back in the day. Like my pops actually got his name for knocking him out and peeing on him. So because of that, yeah, bro, our last name kind of got.
Whoa!
Oh yeah.
You had to carry that torch when it was your time.
I know my dad. My dad had a rough. So my dad grew up in Tampa in the '70s. So they used to call him Bulldog Shorty.
See, he already. I seen Bucko show me his gangster out here in Dallas, so I already know how he lives.
Bulldog Shorty. So I get that from him. So I don't.
I seen you out here in Dallas. You got my stamp.
I'm a humble guy though. I'm a cool guy, but
he is humble, but just understand Buckos does not accept.
That's my dad. That's him.
Disrespect.
He started it.
Listen,
I'm his seed. You know.
Man, hey Isaiah, one last question, Isaiah. What school you went to, Isaiah? In Tampa?
Well, I mean, like you talking about high school, middle school, elementary,
high school, and junior high,
So my storyline goes like this. So junior high, well, back in the day, slide was a 7th grade. So now junior high is considered 7th grade, right? So back in the day, at 7th grade, I went to slide. All right, that was 7th grade only, and it was so many neighborhoods went to that one school, which was weird. You know what I'm saying? And then from 7th grade, I went to Greco.
Okay.
So Greco had 8th and 9th grade.
Yeah, 8th and 9th grade. Yeah.
And then after Greco, I went to King. King had 10th, 11th, 12th. Then the year, my sophomore year, the next year they added the 9th graders. And we was beefing with them quite a bit because 9th graders now, we in high school now. So it was a war between 10th and 9th graders and all that stuff like that. But that was my little, from middle school to junior high school to high school.
See, we went to all on just because we kept getting moving from out of project. I grew up rough. My mama could not.
I did go to Calhoun though. I could have went to Van Buren.
My mama could not sit still, bro.
Plant City was the Plant City.
I almost went to Chamberlain and Hillsboro.
Yeah,
because if you live in Summer Springs, you either going to Chamberlain or Hillsboro.
Yeah, that's true.
Summer Springs really one of the Springs still one of the last.
That's my roots.
That now is right now today Tampa. That's probably still one of the like original little. It's
Silver Springs.
It's
like
still
Klondike
rough
Street.
today. It's still rough today up in there.
Klondike Street. If you've been in Silver Springs, you know about Klondike Street, and Elm Street, Mulberry, Yukon.
I know about all. Hey, I know about all that, man. Living in Tampa.
I'm telling you, I'm a cool dude, but I'm just saying. I mean, like, I fat with you. But so the question today, let's get back to the football. We talked about a lot of old school stuff, but and I like that too. I like when we can do that and be cool with that too. So so the question today for the game Monday, can the Bucs score?
Somebody at work. Somebody at work still. Somebody's spraying something.
Extra going on. But the question today is, can the Bucs score more than 18 points? That's their season average. Go Yams. I know. Can they score over 18 points, fellas?
We're going to have to.
We're going to score more than 30 points. I think we can score 30.
We have to.
We have to.
And the reason why I say we have to, we're going against a team that, I mean, there's no drop off from what they was doing last year, bro. And for whatever reason, T.Y. Hilton has actually added another dynamic, which I forgot he was even out there.
That's the reason why they didn't get Odell Beckham.
We could have went that route instead of Russell Gage. He would have made that boy still got a little bit in the tank to get a team somewhere with a few snaps. But anyway,
what's the money?
But they have the ability to climb back into games. So our 17 points ain't gonna cut it. We have to score, bro. We have to get field goals. If we can't score, we got to get a field goal. Sukup has to make it. We at home shouldn't be an issue. We have to get points every time we are in the red zone, whether 6 or 3, however you want to do it. We have to do it.
We need to go for a fourth down too.
No, we got to be smart, but as far as I agree with you, we got to score when we get in the red zone. But taking the field goal, I feel like that's what a keep Dallas in the game to an extent. Like if we get, like you said, we got to put 7 up on the board each time we get down there. I mean, I know we've been averaging 18 points the whole year. But a part of me is just like this. Do y'all expect to see the same thing? Because I mean, I just can't see the offense just turning it on just like that unless the defense get a defensive score. That's
here. Not bad. Somebody already.
I think we're gonna see the Panthers Bucs team when we scored 31 points. That's the Bucs team we're gonna see right there.
So here's the thing. We match up good with Dallas for whatever reason. And both teams, I mean, they show like we were thinking, is our team really that good? Is Dallas really that dirty? And the next week, them teams look completely different than how they played each other. So we have to score. We have to score, and when we get the turnovers, we have to score. We have this game here. In order to beat them, we need that normal routine as the past couple weeks. We need that to continue to get him in the rut, especially and make him start. Yeah, we need a pick or a fumble sack and make him mentally be like, it's me. And start trying to force the issue and get it to Mo and capitalize. We do that, the game is good as gone.
And also, I think on offense, we have to get Lenny going, son. We have to get Rachaad White going. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we got to get that running game going, man. Especially in the playoffs against top-tier teams. I mean, I guess it's all subjective, whatever teams you feel is top tier. I get it. But everybody right now who's in the postseason, we got to say is cream of the crop of the league. You know what I'm saying? Despite what the record is or whatever the case may be. But in order for anything to get activated on that offense in the playoffs, as we know, we got to have that run game, man. We got to have a run game.
I agree with you, and this is why I'm just going to say what I'm going to say because it's
at least
my
opinion. Get things started in motion.
My issue is this, and I said it early on. I don't disagree with y'all. We need to have a balanced attack, especially with an older quarterback, right? Mm-hmm. The problem is this team, since Brady and Bruce Arians, since this been a thing, this team is set up to throw the ball. And I believe that our early failures in a lot of these games is trying to be something that we're not. Trying to feature Lenny when we shouldn't. Trying to we don't have the O-line for that. Especially when we lost key pieces. I get it. We don't have the ball. We don't have the O-line to allow him to step back and allow these routes to be set up because they take so long to develop. But unfortunately, that's how this team was orchestrated. So yeah, we need the run plays. I don't disagree with you. Brady is a play action quarterback. So Lenny has to find whatever he had when we won the Super Bowl, and let's get that 1 yard, 1.3 to 3.5 or 4 points, and try to get Rachaad White out in space or something to try to keep people on their toes. Because if not, bro, I mean, this is two things can happen: a blowout because we are who we are, and Dallas is who they is, or a close, even game. Maybe we start to pull away with turnovers. It's one or the other. It's one or the other.
Mopar, let me ask you this then. Well, with that theory, how many passing attempts do you think Brady needs to have for us to be successful to win?
He's averaging what, 40 something?
Yeah, he's up there.
Well, 45 in the last 6 weeks.
Brady has had games where he's excuse my language, but he's thrown it almost 50 times. I mean, it's how we're set up. It's how he's set up. I mean, he's been doing 6-yard attempts all year long. And because, like Buckles, I think, said before, they've taken out the deep shots and they've brought everything closer to the line of scrimmage for him for whatever reason. However, something changed, and I said this before. Maybe, and Buckles, I think he was saying this. Maybe we've been keeping a cap on the playbook because of injuries. Maybe there are plays that Byron Leftwich is like, look, if we get to the playoffs, we'll start back doing these things. We can't, because I mean, in the event that he's airing it out all season, it ain't gonna work.
Hey guys, we showed our playbook against the Panthers. We scored 30 points.
But that's what I'm saying. We're getting closer to maybe releasing. Maybe there are some plays he's been keeping hidden away just because we have the oldest team in the league.
I can't say we showed our playbook against the Panthers because, I mean, they just knew they could go and cook Henderson. And then look at two of them with this busted coverage because the safety didn't slide over to the hash mark and Mike was able to get behind it. And I'm not taking away on those plays, but, I mean, most of the plays are designed specifically like your middle seam route, intermediate route, and your out routes. Like, it's just something they're infatuated with running an out route in a quick screen, and I think we're going to continue to see that. But if you can build off that, like fake the quick screen and hit the slot receiver going straight down or something, be creative with it, then I'm cool with that.
But we ain't been seeing it all year, though. Like, you're saying that it was Henderson, but what was it in the Steelers game? We could have cooked there's a lot of games we could have cooked the back end, and we didn't even attempt to do it. There were some games where we're like, where is the bomb plays to Evans? He's not even running those.
But think about how often they did. Most of the time, when majority of the time, I'm not going to say all the time, but at least 40 to 50% of the time, when Evans did get a bomb play, what was it for? Try to get was it a 50-50 ball, or are you trying to see if you can get a flag?
Get a flag, yeah.
Yeah, flag.
And they kind of went away from that.
So here's the difference, though. The cornerback, the number 2 slot, is not the guy that was getting cooked in the first game because he's not playing. They're using some other dude that's been playing. He's actually been pretty good. That I can't think of the one guy that was getting cooked. That's been getting cooked. But they're number 2. They're number 2 cornerback for Dallas.
Do you? Oh, go ahead. My fault.
The only way we don't have to score that many points is unless this trend that Dallas has been going with is really them. I mean, if it's really them, then basically they get to play our game, and if that means that's our game, this is going to be a long, ugly, back and forth, no points, looking retarded, and it comes down to a last-minute, 2-minute drive, and if that's what we're going to do, we won the game. I got way more faith in Brady than that.
If it plays in Dallas's favor, because even if we take away Week 18, right, this last loss that they just had, they're still scoring like something like 30-something points a game.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying? If they're coming out firing, on all cylinders, we're gonna have to match that intensity.
Well, can I ask you guys this in regards to Dallas? What's the one thing we have to take away from their offense?
Running
we have to take away
the running. Pollard and Zeke. Pollard and Zeke. They have a stat line. They said every game where Zeke has gotten over like 25 touches, they're like 10-0 or something like that. With him touching the ball over 20 some odd times. And it shows because they get
this is the thing. Now you remember I get it was week 1, but Zeke actually ran the ball effective. Would they stick with it or would they abandon it if they get down by 1 or 2 possessions?
Here's my problem with that. I'm fine with what you're saying right now if it was just a Zeke thing. The problem is Pollard is more dangerous than him.
Right.
He has the ability to take it, not even catching passes, but for whatever reason, he has the ability to not only catch passes, to take a run to the house or take a kickoff return to the house if they decide to go that route. So, getting behind 2 scores, it could activate Pollard now, which is more fast-paced, and we could be in trouble. That man, I've seen it all. I've seen it with him. So, not to mention, speaking of special teams, that turban guy, Lord have mercy. Oh man,
we definitely gonna have to watch out for shows.
Oh Lord.
Let's I don't want to get into special teams because I had I literally wanted to throw my beer at Keith Armstrong when he walked by like in pregame. Like dude had a folder with papers like about to fall out of it. I'm like, dude, why are you the only person with a binder on the sideline? You just
he doesn't belong. He doesn't belong, and after this season, he he's done.
I mean,
at this point, he's just trying to hang on.
I literally wanted to throw it at, but I don't want to get kicked out. But I mean, that's something that they're gonna have to put an emphasis on this week is the special teams play.
Let me ask y'all this. So with the topic that we're talking about, tonight's topic, can the Bucs score over 18 points? So let me point out a few things here. And I just want to listen to what y'all had to say. So how to get over 18 points? So here's some key things that the Bucs need to really focus on. And you guys brought it up, but I want to go a little bit more details in that because in between the 20s, right? Everything's good, right? Or between but before you get to the red zone, the money areas, right?
Money, yeah.
So the red zone, right? So how can the Bucs get over 18 points? Well, we've seen this team throughout the season get in the red zone and become this I don't know what they're trying to do. So numbers and tape don't lie in this particular topic right here. Red zone, the Bucs are 52%. That's 22nd in the NFL. So what does that say? When the Bucs get in the red zone, there is a very high chance they don't do anything with it. So remember now, they got to get over 18 points.
That's regular.
But when they get in the red zone, they don't do anything. And all those touchdowns that Mike Evans had a couple weeks ago, it was outside the red zone.
Yep.
None of that came in the red zone. Think about that for a second.
Can Chris Godwin stop fumbling the ball, please?
And let's stick on this 18 points thing. Also, on third downs, who can keep these drives going to get over 18 points. Third down conversion. 37%. 37%. That's 22nd in NFL. Now, mind you, numbers and tape don't lie. We've seen this over and over throughout the season. We watched this together on all 22. So all these two key areas, in order for the Bucs to score over 18 points, they must be highly successful. In the Panthers game, they weren't even really that successful. They just made a lot of deep, passes. But the Bucs to sustain drives, because the Bucs had a lot of 3-and-outs. They had a lot of 3-and-outs. I mean, tons of them. Ridiculous. And off on third down and off on red zone. So if they want to get over the 18-point hump, those three areas, they got to excel at a way high level. And how often have they done that?
And here's my problem to bring that up, Buccos. Here's the problem. That's why I say we might need to focus more on the defensive side because it was week 1 against the Cowboys. We all was scratching our head at the red zone. Me and you was at the game. The Cowboys already know this. They kept us out the end zone. So I don't know. Do we pound the ball?
Let me ask you this question. Well, let me ask y'all this question. What can they do in the red zone to make it better?
Tom Brady 7-0 versus the Cowboys.
That's not the question.
No. Yeah, as far as the red zone, you just like you said. I don't know if the playbook shrinks because they're in the red zone, and it's less options or whatever. But I just feel like they just, like you said, we always move the ball well between the 20s, and then it just gets to these weird pass plays or concepts on, like you said, in the red zone. Like, I don't think you the last 2.5 years you had red zone targets galore where you could spread the ball around. Like, you had Grunt commanding the middle of the field, even though he wasn't as effective prior, and Mike and Chris, like, but they're not utilizing it. It's like,
here's what you do. You take the one thing that we all saw in everyone saw a couple weeks ago that seemed to be working very good for us. When you get down in that red zone, that's when Brady needs to start utilizing the 2-minute drills. Since pre-planning these things and trying to go the methodical way does not work because it's so vanilla, then go with the no huddle approach in the red zone. Go with the no huddle approach. Go with that approach to catch them off guard. This is a fast, aggressive defense anyway. So let's not give them time for Michael Parsons and them to tee off on us anyway, since they're going to look at tape and know, oh, well, he lined up over there. We know where this is going. So catch him off guard.
But to say that, though, how, like, say, like, if we're relating to the Panthers game, I get the plays and everything we call, but we overlooking the fact we were down by 2 possessions. It does
but the no huddle, we've looked good when we've done it as a whole.
The no huddle. But does it take? But is it your offense don't really want to open up unless we down a possession or 2? Can we just do it from the get-go, from the start, and keep the lead, but still keep our foot on the gas? Are we capable of doing that?
This is what we gotta hope. We've made it here since we've had Devin White say things like, "Oh, we get bored. The team looks like they're, just lazy, no hustle." Maybe we hope that being in the playoffs now, and they understand this is a one and done thing. We don't get to redo this the following week if y'all go out there and lay an egg. And you're at home, so maybe we have the drive now where we start seeing guys show up and want to show out because this is what it's about, right?
Right.
The question you asked, not only do we have to score 18, but we have to score consistently throughout the playoffs, because the same question you asked, that goes for the Eagles. That's going to go for the next team, because everyone we go against in the playoffs, I ain't seen no one with a point problem but us.
The Giants
yeah, but what I'm saying is everyone can score points. So whatever, like the question he's asking, this has to be something that sprouts, that has to keep growing throughout the playoffs. Or we're going to show exactly why we have a losing record to begin with starting this Monday night, because it won't happen.
I'm thinking when they get in the red zone and they have one-on-one situations, they have to utilize the one-on-one situations in the red zone.
So Diggs, you want to test that though?
Yeah, you're right though, because you're only going to get a few opportunities down there in that red zone to get them one-on-one.
You put Julio Jones in the middle.
I don't know.
No, I don't want him taking. I don't want him taking a hit. That's Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin is our dirty work receiver. I don't need Julio and his knee problem that close to middle linebackers and no, get him out open like what we've been doing. Just let him do that.
Can we use Scotty a little bit more?
No.
Hell
so Team Cali. So Team Cali brought up a good point. And he's a Buck fan from California, and he brought this up. The Bucs are not they don't use a lot of trickeration for some strange reason.
Right. We ain't seen when last time we saw a trick play. Like, we ain't seen trickeration in like
remember the Tom Brady throw when they tried to throw the
I think that was just out of smoking on the sideline. Like, I mean, we all agree that they need to do that, but at this point, do you really believe you would see it? Like
Yeah, you have a player that can do it.
Why not?
Devin Tompkins has
that
shown
dude.
you
Didn't
that
Julio
dude
have one in
had.
Arizona?
Yeah,
Said what
that
now?
dude.
I said, didn't Julio have the jet sweep in
Jet
Arizona?
sweep. But that's not a trick play though.
That's not a. That's
No,
really not. They
Well,
didn't
that
run the jet sweep with him all
for
year.
us, you know.
Hey guys, do we know the status? Ryan Jensen, will he play Monday?
who?
I doubt it.
Ryan
I
Jensen.
Who?
I
Oh,
doubt it.
I don't think so.
Jensen
I
ain't
think
Why?
that if they win this game, I think it's a high. I said this yesterday. If they win this game, there's a higher probability that he'll play against the Eagles, but not this game. It just seemed like it's just too close.
I'm gonna just say, dog, he still looked to me when he walked. He still kind of got like this little flinch in his knee, like it ain't noticeable. And if you look at it real close, like
But that's
And
Jensen,
plus,
bro.
like,
You know
We put him
Jensen,
in. We
man.
need him now. I'll put him
let's
in.
just think about this for a second now. Jensen hasn't played all season
Talked
long,
about it yesterday.
right?
And you're gonna throw him out there against Dallas.
Right. The first, and even in any playoff game, and then we're talking about the center at that.
I said
yeah,
it.
So
Would
the
that be a good spot though?
quarterback center exchange that they have not had all season long. Now all of a sudden we're going to throw him in there in pressure situation. Say it is a 2-minute drill situation. Say it is a 4-quarter comeback.
He fumbles the snap because
Right.
he's not used to stuff.
Right, because he hasn't been having the snap. You see what I'm saying?
D-line.
That's what he can practice now, you guys, during the week.
No.
Now, if Jensen comes back and maybe they slide him to guard, slide him to left guard, slide him to right guard, something like that. Okay, I could.
What you gotta think about? I said this yesterday. You gotta think about snap count. You can't just throw him in
That's what I said. He's gonna be on a snap count. That man might get 10 to 15 snaps.
Right,
To see how
that's
his,
what I'm saying.
how his
That's the
legs
only
feel.
really
Than
like
nothing,
valuable
guys.
possibility I could see, if that. But
That's
I mean,
the only
come on.
possibility.
It's better than
Yeah.
nothing.
But
Yeah,
he's
but-
not.
How much?
So we
but-
can't say
Well, you gotta think about this too. You gotta look at it from a realistic. 10 snaps, 15. How much of a difference are those snaps gonna be? In the
Yeah,
game?
they're
that's-
not.
They're gonna be much. And then those snap counts, you can't tell me that it's gonna be like just to get him back in the groove.
That's all it
if he gets
is.
10 snaps, that might be all 10 run plays just because
Right.
you're flying forward.
No
Right.
effect
Given
on the
his
outcome of the game.
injury,
No
you
effect
think
on
they're
the
gonna
outcome of the
put
game.
him in there to put them in shotgun positions?
No,
After what injury he came off, we don't even know
No.
fully what it is.
Right.
This can
and
go
and
wrong.
we'll never know.
He is more of a liability because of his name at this point, based off of he's known for doing. Not
Now,
to mention the
remember-
continuity as the line, it's gonna throw everybody off.
I mean, think about it. The objective is everything that the Bucs do bad offensively, they have to be exceptionally well this game. Because this is it. Everything they do bad up
That's
until
why you
this
put-
point,
That's what you
they
put-
have to be exceptionally well. You can't be average and below against the Cowboys in the playoffs. You can't do it because
that's why we
here's the
use
thing.
the footballer.
The Cowboys are a aggressive front. Dan Quinn led defense. If you know
Mhm.
Dan Quinn history,
He
he
don't
plays
make a
aggressive defenses. So guess what? They aggressive. If you throw the ball a lot, you play right. Like Molly Mall came in right when I'm about to say, you play right into Dallas' hands.
That's why you put Ryan Jensen and Parsons, you guys.
If you're gonna chuck the ball around, you give them plenty of opportunities.
Now,
Cook mentioned this earlier about exposing the running game more to protect the quarterback because Dallas, every team that we play, if we beat Dallas, Philly, 49ers, whatever, every team has an aggressive front.
Right.
We've seen this.
We gotta break that. We gotta break that D line down, son. We have to.
Now, what about this though? That is from the Falcons. Now we do have a positive with Brady playing. He should know that defense.
Yeah.
Which is usually why I say he's normally successful when he does play Dan Quinn. He kind of knows that defense. He did pick it apart in the second half of a Super Bowl to win that thing. So
I get that. I get that. Brady.
Yeah, we have an advantage. Tom Brady never lost to the Cowboys.
Yeah,
I know that. That's for me and Dallas, since I'm around Dallas fans. But we talking about on paper, bro.
Right.
What your eyes tell you. He ain't never lost to the Falcons, but he lost last week.
Right.
So it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
If you're gonna use that argument, that's weak.
Right.
That's weak.
But like Bucko was just saying, look at these defensive fronts that are stacked up in this NFC.
Only the Giants.
You're gonna have to break the Eagles down. You're gonna have to break the Niners down. You're gonna have to break these teams down. You ain't just gonna be able to come out here and think that their front four can just get after it all game. Brady's getting beat up all game, and we just gonna, like you said, bombs away, hope for the PI.
But hold on. But I called the game against the Raiders and 49ers. I said this. They have a much better run game than any other team in the league. I know there's other teams that run the ball maybe better, but for the 49ers, that is a quarterback proof. They can do whatever they want with that running game. Running receivers, running backs, doesn't matter. But their back end is horrible. And I said that, I mean, with the Stidham kid coming in, if you just air it out, you got a better chance of beating them. Because then you got to make Brock Purdy. Now, Bucs, that don't matter because we'll make anybody look good, right? But if you make a quarterback, as you're supposed to do, beat you, you're supposed to win that game. They almost Raiders could have won that game. So back to this situation here with the Cowboys, though. I do think the edge is Brady knowing Dan Quinn. I think that part is not too far-fetched. Like, he does know. We're going to have to kill him with screens.
Not in the red zone. Not in the red zone.
No, not in the red zone.
Remember, like that when you mention these things, when you're talking about the Bucs offense and trying to score, always remember this: the topic, this whole conversation is about is 18 or more points.
Right.
Think about that. Any means necessary.
18 or more points, and what can we do to get better in the red zone with red zone scoring? And we have to eliminate those wide receiver screens. We have to.
No, not in the red zone. I'm not saying do it in the red zone. That's
let me ask you this from an offensive line standpoint. Okay, I know they're going to slide protection is going to be the Parsons. Now with 76 coming off a injury, is that going to make it more of a like, hey, we got to check over here if they put DeMarcus Lawrence on that other side, backside with Donovan Smith?
Tristan hurt too, though.
But we're going to have to be successful in that quick play action. We're going to have to. That's the only way we're going to keep that defense somewhat true, dog.
So what you're saying is,
run the ball,
in order to be successful with that, you got to be able to be successful with the run game.
That's what I'm saying.
And if you're not successful with the run game,
that's what I'm saying. Now, when we're outside of the red zone,
hey, what is Dallas ranking in the run D, Buccos? Okay, so that's why Lenny looks good. So that is our gateway to win this game.
But I'm saying though, if you let their two edges, like I feel like this with Brady, you have to get pressure from the middle in front of him. That's the teams that have success, unless you just got some dogs on the edge. Now I'm not saying
let me help y'all out.
We're gonna have to be successful.
What makes Dallas? Here's the thing. What makes Dallas so bad against the run? They have a light front. They're good against the pass. They rush the quarterback. They are fast and they're aggressive. When you got those type of fronts, you got, like King Cook said, you got to beat them up.
You got to.
And the Bucs did that in the first game.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it wasn't like a lot of yards, but they ran the ball. I think Fournette had what 20-something carry, 24
20
carries,
for like 75.
Yeah. But the fact that they ran the ball that much,
they stuck to it. Yeah,
it was shocking.
It was shocking. It's just like this. The same thing with interceptions. The more you throw the ball, the better. The more opportunities you give the team to intercept the ball. The more you throw the ball against teams like Dallas, that front, the more opportunities you give a chance for fumbles and sacks and quarterback hits and pressures.
Mm-hmm. Don't disagree. I'll say the difference now, and I guess I will go back and re-say what I said because I didn't disagree with the running, but that do make sense. And then now we have something different we didn't have then, which is Rachaad White has came on. He wasn't on then. Right. That was somebody they have to adjust for that. Mm-hmm. He's our Tony Pollard to what they have.
Well, let me ask you this though: as if we're gonna come out and establish the run, do you run straight at Parsons or do you attack the heart of that defense and run up the middle?
Run straight at him.
I'll attack the left side.
It don't matter which one.
Whatever
works.
Whatever they're gonna give us.
It doesn't matter because you can gash them.
He can't set the edge. That's
man. You can't go at Parsons. We tried to do that with JJ Watt, and JJ Watt ate us up.
He's a veteran though. He's a veteran.
Playoff Lenny's back, you guys. Lenny can play good this year. Playoff Lenny. Here we go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Man,
all that pouting he been doing on the sideline this year because he mad he ain't getting his reps. The rookie coming in taking snaps away. This is the time now where you need to activate that X factor, sir. You getting 30 mil, man. Show us what it is, man. They
21.
calling you playoff, Lenny. Let us see it.
But I still think Dallas, man, they gonna choke, man. It's just something about me right there. That I just think they gonna choke it out.
Here's
Kyler
what I
Choke
have.
that game away, bro.
Here's what we can hang our hat on, and like I told Dallas and Dallas fans out here, really, you got them. They rooting for their team because you know how Cowboy fans is. But Dak's Prescott
Delusional.
level of play, I'm gonna be honest, they had something to play for just recently against the Commanders. They didn't know what was going on with Philadelphia. They were supposed to try to play to win a number 1 seed potentially.
Well,
That
even
game,
it wouldn't have mattered.
no, I know it wouldn't have, but they didn't know that because in the event that the Eagles
It
lose,
was happening at the same time.
yeah, I know, but but I'm saying in your brain, if they lose and everything goes your way, that's your seed. So if that's the product you putting out before you got to go to Tampa, hey man, I ain't gonna lie, we have the momentum.
But at the same time,
Mike McCarthy gonna choke this game away. Watch.
It's not, but that's not the conversation though. It's the conversation and they score 18 points. That's the conversation.
That's gonna help us get past the 18 points.
Guys.
We're gonna have to, son.
Think about this too now. Here's the thing. Remember, I keep saying this. Everything the Bucs do bad. I'm gonna give y'all the list again, just so y'all understand what this conversation is about. They're last in running. Cowboys are not good against the run.
Okay, then let's run the ball.
Wait, the Bucs are not good in third down to red zone and yards per play and points per game. Remember what I said earlier, 10 minutes ago. The Bucs must be exceptionally above average in those categories to win the game.
What's the Cowboys?
I'm sorry. To score over 18 points. To score over 18
What's Dallas's red zone percentages in their third down defense?
Well, their red zone defense is 9th in the NFL.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say everything the Bucs are bad, they have to be above average this game. They have it's no choice.
And like even though Dak has been kind of struggling with the picks or whatever, like they're still an explosive offense.
That was the Cowboys' red zone defense that we're talking about. The Bucs scoring 18 points against Dallas when they get in the red zone. Dallas red zone defense, which is 9th in the NFL.
Right.
So, and that what it comes is when you get into the third and longs. So this is what the Bucs got. The Bucs offensively to get over 18 points, they need to stay out of the third and longs. They got to stay.
Definitely. Yeah, because that's a dirt ball play. Like that's a dirt ball play, or it's out of bounds. Like it's a wasted play. We literally have 2 plays with Brady under center at times. Because if it's third and long, we know what that is. That's a dirt play or potential to be a sack fumble. Or just some BS. So third and long don't work.
So if we get to 18, I guess my question is, how do we get above 18? If we get above 18, is this signal this game is in 2, or are we just in 4?
No. If we get 18 points, I can assure you, I think Todd Bowles and Byron Leftwich, because here's the thing, he's been getting real defensive lately because the numbers don't look right. He knows and understands that this is the time of the year where you got to prove yourself, man, if you really want a head coaching job or even to come back to Tampa. So he has to – we're going to have to step on their neck. We're going to have to drop – we can't go into shell prevent. Okay, we're up by 2 scores now.
No.
Let's hang on to it.
So
we can't do that.
The Bucs going to have to be something they're really not.
Right, but my thing
we got to be killers.
But my thing to that is no Bucko.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What did you say, Bucko? You said.
Remember now, the point is, can they score 18 points? That means they have to be something that they haven't been all season.
Right, and to that exact point, right? We've seen this team for 18 weeks, right? Mm-hmm. And we've all been watching ball for a long time. Mm-hmm. You mean to tell me that they're gonna have a separate playbook from that we haven't seen, and now they're going to come out and just show us something reminiscent of the last 2 years?
Well, here's what I think they do have. I don't think they have a different playbook, but here's the thing. You do have different plays that you're going to be using based off personnel.
But we already know that. We know the personnel.
So the problem now is it's now or never. So we're going to have to call certain plays that maybe we haven't seen a lot of. We're going to have to do that. You know what
happens? You know what? When you do stuff like that, what happens is, I'm gonna give you some reality behind this. When you start stepping outside your comfort zone, confusion, miscommunication.
Right.
Yeah. I don't disagree with you.
And
But
for
if we put
18 weeks,
18 weeks gets us home Monday night, bro.
right.
We
Saying
got to push the needle.
I'm not hating that. I'm just saying as far as how our offense has been looking this year, outside of the Panthers game, our offense has not looked explosive. Like, so all of a sudden now, going into the playoffs, it's gonna be bombs away. It's gonna be this Mike Evans thing.
The series looked okay with Brady when he was in, a little bit at first. For the Falcons, it looked fluid. I'm not gonna lie, it looked a little fluid. What was it, about 7 plays in the TD? So it looked a lot more fluid than what we've seen. It started to fizzle out a little bit,
I knew this was going. I knew the media. The minute he had that Panthers game, the media went bonkers.
Yeah, they went out of control. Yeah, because they're obviously not watching it like we watching it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we know what we're seeing.
They only watching one dude. They just watching Brady.
Henderson,
they're not watching that.
Been on what, 3 or 4 teams? Was a first round draft pick that got traded for what? So
if we can get a little bit of a mix like the Germany game against Seahawks. And what we've seen at Carolina with a little bit.
But the thing about Carolina, Mike Evans ain't gonna be running up the field all by himself. He ain't gonna be doing it against them.
All of that, then okay. But I just don't think that we're just gonna come out of nowhere with like this set of secret plays that we've been saving all year for the first round.
Bengals, you guys, moves up by.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need the Bengals 4 quarters of that. We need the Bengals.
We need a full 4 quarters. Like, we haven't seen that all year.
What King Cook said. Have you seen 4 quarters?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. We need 4 quarters of that, and that's what that's.
Weeks, you know what I mean?
Let's take the best game first half.
Tell you what, well, give us 3 quarters. Give us 3 quarters. Give us 3 quarters of that. I think we can close it out on the 4th if we just get lazy.
They got.
I don't know.
All right, don't watch your finger.
Because the first drive of the first quarter and the first drive of the third quarter.
You got this one?
To me, we just automatically accept whatever happens, right? Because they always look the best there. But it's like, what's gonna happen when that second quarter starts getting ugly, dog?
We'll do a good drive, but then
the fans need to be loud at the game. Everybody needs to be loud.
18 points, honestly, and it's sad. There shouldn't even be a question. It's too much talent. It's too much talent.
Is the question.
I know, and that's the sad part because even with the current roster, yes, this is an 18-point plus team. I know we ain't seen it, and it's sad we even got to ask that question. So my initial answer is yes. We're going to have to live up to the potential of what this team was supposed to be in some form of fashion consistently for 4 quarters if we want to survive.
But Brady gonna have to hang in the pocket.
We don't have a lot of evidence to kind of back.
But Brady gonna have to hang.
You're right.
Brady gonna have to hang in that pocket and take a hit, man. He can't be scared not to get hit.
For the last play of the game.
That's what he gonna have to do.
Because despite what people say about Dallas, they still got an explosive offense.
No, everybody know that. Everybody know that.
They getting up and down the field, man, and we're going to have to match that, bro. And like I said, unless our defense create turnovers,
but here's the
thing. Here's one of my biggest issues, and I remember I'm breaking these videos up when I talked about Byron yesterday in his play calling. Like he's had some fault in that.
Yeah, he's got to know what to call.
These plays that's being called, there is some plays that's to be made down the field, but here's the big deal: the execution on the field. So the Bucs. One of the reasons why they can't score over 18 points or 17, 18 points is 5 yards of play.
Yeah.
Where you going with that?
How do you
look at all these young quarterbacks, man? They're throwing that ball all around the field, man.
They're throwing the ball around the field, but it's behind the line of scrimmage, at the line of scrimmage, or 5 yards.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about
the young gunners. The Mahomes, the Allen.
But Brady don't want to get hit, man, and that's what it is. That's why.
Have y'all seen the passing chart of Brady? Like,
yes, I have.
And you know how much green is between.
Right, it looks like Giannis's shooting chart.
Right, it's like literally like right there. Like,
Commanders not better than the Bucs.
Right, all in the paint.
We need the no risk it, no biscuit approach.
But
we
you know what?
This game.
Remember, he started throwing those interceptions in consecutive weeks. The minute he started pushing the ball down the field, interceptions happen. But this was This is what happened. When you take chances, that's a chance that's gonna happen. But would you take that risk? Because think about it. Look at the other quarterbacks, right? And I'm gonna circle back around to the Bucs real quick. But you gotta take some risk. You gotta do it. You gotta.
Yeah, man, you have to.
You have to, but the quarterback's not willing to do that.
How do you feel about Ryan Suckup?
That's because he want to play. That's because he want to play again next year. If he knew he was retiring, he'll stand in there and take them hits because he know this is it. He know he coming back next year. He coming back. He trying to reserve.
Here's the deal: like when the Bucs go out there Monday night, when the Bucs offense trot out there Monday night, it won't be number 28 for the Panthers Taylor. It won't be C.J. Henderson at the corner. You know what I'm saying? It's not them.
Right.
It's not it.
Hey, I got a question. Ain't none of y'all nervous about this being a primetime game with the history of us playing on primetime television?
Oh yeah, that too.
Like that right there.
Tom Brady lost against Dallas Cowboys.
But see, everyone keeps saying that, and that's how we end up losing. Is because everybody knows.
Does anybody know the points per game on primetime for the Bucs?
Oh, like probably 12, 13 on average.
It got to be about 10. You talking about just the last
13?
Last 2 years, I'm gonna say 10.
See, it goes back to the point. It goes back to the topic of the conversation. Can the Bucs score over 18 points? And we literally trying to nitpick and we trying to scrape the bottom of the barrel to find.
This game's gonna come down to. This game's gonna come down to the defensive line. This game. Look, this gonna be the game.
That's not the conversation. The conversation is, can they score over 18 points?
What he said.
No. Hey, would it be enough
to win? And willing to take hits, then yeah, I think that we can.
That's what I'm saying.
But if he do not, then we ain't getting 18 points.
Hey guys, can Ryan Suckup score a 50-yard field goal?
So do y'all understand Dallas's pressure rate with their front seven?
Right.
Yeah, crazy.
Right? Yeah, it's very high.
Crazy.
We see that last week against the Commanders.
Yeah, if you want Brady to stand there and take hits, which he should do this game, I think he should, in my opinion. He's going to get hit. If he's standing there, he's going to get hit.
That's why we need Ryan Jensen, you guys. Ryan Jensen and Michael Parsons.
Man, we over that, man. We over that.
I'll tell you what.
Let's get back to the topic.
You get on Madden and you activate him because we're not.
We getting back to the topic of.
I don't see how we score 18 points. I don't see how we score over 18 points this game. I really see this game. This game's gonna come down to field goal, and special teams and field position. But I don't see us winning over 20.
That's why to come down to a field goal. If it's late in the game. Like you said, I get it, special teams and defense, but like the question was, what do we have to do to get 18 points? And basically, if we get over, and I'm saying if we get over that, are we out of our comfort zone, what we're used to doing? Because I don't think Brady's going to sit there and hold the ball, take the hits. We're going to continue to see him. Time he snaps, goes back, that third step or however many steps he's supposed to drop back with, the ball is coming out. Like this,
we score 18 points. We score 18 points if we run the ball and rush for over 100.
So let me ask you this. So the question is if we take away Mike Evans' touchdowns and those yards with that, how does the Bucs look against the Panthers?
Look like shit.
Pathetic.
Then your answer is no to your question there.
You got to run the ball to win this one.
The answer is no. Bucko, the answer is no.
The thing is, y'all got to win the ball.
Yeah, I mean, Cowboys fan right there. That's Marley Marl right there. That's a Cowboys fan right there.
Y'all got to run the ball against us. Every team that ran the ball against us either beat us or kept it close. Anybody that threw over 35 plus passes was a blowout. It wasn't close.
Yep.
We got to run the ball. You want to throw 35 times. The game wasn't close. None of them games close. Because we go up by 14 and Dan Quinn let the dogs. We got a 10-man rotation on the blitz. We don't have Michael Carson. This is a big man rotation.
I mean, if we activate AB and if we activate OB, AB and Gronk now, we lit y'all up though. You know, we lit y'all up one year. We ain't do that ball at all.
We know that. We got Gronk and AB. We already know that.
Hey, I think this the game. I think this the game that.
But for this game here, we have to activate that running game to get everything.
Yeah,
I believe if we activate that running game, it will activate that.
Well, like you said, King Cook, like you said, what in 18, 17 games have you seen that tells you you're going to be able to do that?
That's why I started my statement with I understand what I have seen for 18 weeks. Coming into this game, like Buckles was saying, we're almost going to have to see a totally different team, a totally different offense because we haven't seen it. But we know that because we understand championships. We understand how to win in the postseason. You have to have a running game to activate things. You have to have a running game, somewhat of an active running game, to keep that defense true, to break down these dominant defensive lines that we're about to see, to be able to get points in the end zone.
Yeah, but they got to be willing to stick with the running game, though, man.
The X factor I'm calling right now. The X factor of this game is going to be K. Dotton. Put my money on it. K. Dotton is going to have a hell of a game this game in order for us to be successful.
He's got to understand defenses and know when this man covers. Because I'm not going to lie, Brady has had him in golden opportunities, and K. Dotton has dropped that ball.
Yeah, right. But we got to understand he's a rookie. He's going to do rookie.
I ain't tripping. But man,
it's not that he's a rookie. It's the fact that off that edge, he is going to have to chip block off that edge, and he is going to have to do a good job of that.
If we're going into playoff games,
Trey McBride would catch them balls though. But I ain't saying that.
Right. If we're going into playoff games, relying on rookie players to step up and make big time plays for us. Hold on.
If it was Trey McBride, we wouldn't be having this problem.
They can make those plays, so they made them earlier in the season.
That may be true, right? But a Trey McBride still has never played in the playoffs.
True.
Well, the rookies made those. What was that game? What was that game that Rashad White won and K. Dotton had that big play before that? What was that game we won?
Regular season, regular season playoffs, like it gets tighter in the play. It gets so tight.
You're gonna see a whole nother intensity level in the playoffs.
Right.
But this is where people shine, though. But this is where they shine. This is where they shine.
That's where we're going to need Fournette to step up and chip.
Man, they're gonna have to run the football, but they're gonna have to stick with the run game. They can't run it, and then just stop running the ball, though. You know what I'm saying? Just because, man, you get down by 3 points. That's been the Bucs' problem for like years. You know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, with all this being said, though, everybody's talking about Dallas and what we ain't got and what they got and all this. But one thing we do have that championship pedigree coming into this postseason.
I hope so.
You know what I'm saying? From all of our star players, for what it's worth, they won a Super Bowl together. So at least they'll be able to draw from that.
I'll give you that. You
know what I'm saying? We do have that X factor that a lot of the teams we're going to see don't have.
I'll give you that. And Isaiah, how do you rank our coaching compared to what is that? Josh McDaniels and what's his name? Mike McCarthy?
Vince Lombardi.
How you rank? Where are you grading it?
McCarthy is trash to me, bro.
Out of all the playoff teams, or just NFC playoff teams?
Just for this game, I know these are going to be two of the bottom halves.
You got
I can't call him trash. He is Super Bowl winning.
That's where it's at.
You're right. My bad.
You got a coin. I mean, that's how I look at the coaching part.
Right. I would say that's a push right there.
Man, he's a defensive minded coach. Our defense have been playing good all year. Now, man, I mean, just for the simple that game against the Chiefs, but for the most part, our defense have been the reason why we've been winning. They have been the 2 games. You know what I'm saying? I'll say that. But for the most part,
here's the thing, though. But think about it. Even though those 2 games you point out, but look at the teams. They're elite, and we look like crap against elite teams.
Yeah, man. I mean,
But
That
I
ain't,
mean,
that ain't saying much. I mean, if our defense is so good, that's great. That's true. That is so true. But that's a whole nother. I don't want to get in that
So
conversation.
by your logic, we
I
beat
really don't want
Dallas
to get
but
down
lose
that
to
road because
Philly.
that's a whole different. That's a whole. I want to spread
No,
these
no, no,
videos
no,
out.
no.
I want to spread these
Our
videos out.
offense have been such. Our offense has been so pedestrian. It overshadows that defense by a long shot. No one knows our defense is that good until you start looking at, damn, they keeping teams under this points or they doing this and doing that. But if we're 3-and-out, 3-and-out, 3-and-out,
defense
then
get tired.
the yards start stacking up.
Yeah,
Then the
defense
yards
get
start
tired. They get
stacking up.
fatigued.
Molly Mall mentioned a point about the Bucs offense trying to get over 18 points, and if you want to like he keep up with his team, he just literally told y'all, you want to throw the ball over 35 times. I mean, take a
That's
chance.
what I'm saying. You got to run the football. But
I didn't even think
we,
about that though. I didn't even think about,
but
I didn't look at it. I didn't look at the details as far as teams throwing the ball over 35 times against the Cowboys if they don't win. That's crazy.
But that's just what we are, though. We're gonna throw the ball over 35 times. Let's be
But
for
we
real.
didn't do that.
We
But we didn't do
definitely
you
that.
know what?
But we
I
didn't do
feel
that
that way
against
about
them.
all
We
them
didn't do that against
quarterbacks,
them.
man. That's the way, what I'm saying? That's the way, man, I feel, period, about that position, period. The way, I don't know why, I don't know who made the rule to where the quarterback, he have to throw 40 times a game, 50
Because
times a game.
you
I
have
just
Patrick
believe a quarterback
Mahomes.
should throw 33 times a game, and, man, you run the ball, and you come with balance. But,
We're
you know what I'm
looking for
saying?
highlights. We got Josh Allen's. We have Mahomes. We have Justin Herbert's.
Right,
We
and I
have
get that, but,
so
shoot, I want to
they
win.
like
You know,
that.
I
Yeah.
want the team to win. I don't believe that for a quarterback, I don't care who he is, it should be throwing about 50 times. That's just my own, thing.
I don't
But
disagree with that.
that's been the problem with the Bucs, though, because with Tom Brady, it's always, if he complete this pass, this is a record. And man, and it's like that's what they've been
Yeah.
playing for this man records. And I'm like, man, forget them records. Let's run the ball.
right.
I mean, that's just like
Here's the
what
funny
game is
thing.
that?
Check this out. Week 1, when the Bucs won 19-3, he threw the ball
About to say
27
we didn't run.
times. 27 times. He threw the ball 27 times. The Bucs ran the ball 3, 29, 30, 32 times.
We're gonna run it more We're gonna run it more.
And wasn't
We're
that
gonna run it
that
more.
first game back off an injury?
Yep.
And that's the
When he got
formula right
one.
there.
Look at the
Man,
bounce.
But here's my question. How you gonna throw Ryan Jensen in the mix and then run the ball 30 times in the game?
You're not
I
gonna
don't know
do
how that's
that.
gonna work.
Jensen ain't gonna be in there.
How that's gonna work.
Man,
But
Ryan Jensen hurt.
Now think about that, folks. The Brady threw the ball 27 times. The Bucs ran the ball 33 times. And they won a game.
Y'all also got to remember, we didn't have Michael Gallup and we didn't have T.Y. That adds 14 points right there to our offense.
Now, I did
If
mention this
Dak's
yesterday.
on
I
his
did
money.
mention this. I know the storylines about Dak and his turnovers, but I did mention it yesterday. Since week 7, 35 points a game since he's been a starter, 8-2. I did mention
Right. That's what I'm saying, man. And every time I'm seeing highlights, they always getting that ball downfield, big plays, everybody scoring, everybody jumping in the Salvation Army pot.
Don't get confused by highlights. If you don't watch, don't say highlights to a Cowboys fan. We hate
don't
Yeah.
say that.
And look,
I'm in Dallas, bro. I'm in
Do
Dallas.
Sean Murphy Button start, or do we put Carson Davis? And he coming back, right?
Well, that's not, but I want to keep that conversation separate because that's a different conversation. I want to keep these videos separate. I want to give us things to talk about. That's why I'm trying to.
In order to score the points, we do what we did week 1.
Run the ball.
Them.
Run
and
the
now
ball.
now you have a second. You have a 1B to Lenny and Rashad White. If
So
we need to do
running the ball, keeping their offense on the sideline.
So can they use things from week 1 to work in this game coming up?
Yeah,
of course.
Do you think?
I mean, running the ball you can, but that was a different team, man.
Fournette had 21 carries for 127 yards.
That's what
Do you think you try to utilize? I mean, week 1, Julio had a big play. Do you think they go back to that, trying to utilize him?
They're gonna do that. They're gonna do that. Fine. If you get it, here's the thing: if you have successful runs, you're gonna get the big play because they're playing closer to the line of scrimmage, so that you'll catch someone off. But
now this is another thing I just thought of. we were all in shock that Chris Godwin played week 1 and he wasn't himself. So is that your difference maker too?
That's an X factor too.
Yeah. So like
Peter God is always an X factor.
And I think Russell Gage wasn't active.
Yeah, hamstring. He had a hamstring injury.
Yeah.
But Russell Gage don't even count though. He don't even count.
No, I'm gonna give Russell Gage a little. He's not worth that money, but he has had some key moments in certain games and certain catches. I give him a little. He's overpaid. He's overpaid. I'm not gonna disagree. Him and Julio shouldn't have done it, but he has had some moments where I'm like, okay, I roll with it. But the same way you're saying 18 weeks of what we've done, it's also the same thing with their defense as far as their run defense go.
Right.
They're not going to get any better this weekend on their run defense.
Right. Marley Ball didn't mention that part though. Marley Ball stayed away from their run defense though. I know that.
We are horrible against the run.
Just go ask Aaron Jones. Go ask Aaron Jones about it. Go ask all them dudes about it.
His ankle, so he's not even playing Monday.
But it's just the coaches though. We're the coaches stick with the run game.
Who not playing?
No, we're going to. I'm gonna tell you why we're going.
Hold on. Who sprained the ankle? Who sprained the ankle? Who was?
Hankins, the one we got during the trade deadline.
Oh, okay.
What are you supposed to get for the one stopper? He's not even playing Monday.
Okay. You're saying, will we stick to the run? I'm gonna be honest with you and say, I think we will, because I think this is one of the few teams I think Brady and them boys respect that back end. I think they respect their secondary to the point where it's like it's a situation where, man, ain't nobody finna be playing with Diggs. It's like he's bad good.
Back to back.
He's bad good. So it's one of those things where it's like, bro, we will get blown out fast.
Didn't Mike catch that one-hander on Diggs in the end zone?
Mike Evans had 5 catches with 71 yards and a touchdown in week 1 against.
But the thing is,
but me and him saw that. We saw he pushed the hell out of him off that line. I'm gonna give him he little boyed him. So I watched that. We got it on camera, man. I recorded.
I mean, overall, Diggs, like, as much as we ridicule Diggs and talk noise about it, but he's had a pretty good year. The quarterbacks don't test like that. They don't.
Nah, Diggs good though. Diggs good, man. I don't, that's why when he said he pushed it, I said,
you test
the piss out of him, boy. He chastised that man, and I'm like,
he's a guesser. He's a guesser, man. He likes to guess.
No.
He's Jackrabbit 2.0, bro.
Not this year. Not this year. He got more tip balls than he got interceptions. He didn't go for the interceptions. He knocked the balls down this year.
He stopped guessing. That's why.
The rookie got more interceptions than him, and he just started playing in week 13.
Bland pretty good. Bland is pretty good.
Oh, that's the number 2. So that's the one. So that's the one y'all have feeling. What's that other cornerback y'all had? Y'all didn't set down. What's the one that we always cook?
I don't want to mention his name. He might show up. You say his name.
What's his name? What's his name?
No, I'm not saying it.
I'ma Google it, man, because I know AB ate him up. Everybody has. He gets ate up. Malik, is it Malik Hooker? What's his name? Malik Hooker.
No, it's Brown.
What's it?
It's Brown.
Brown hurt though. Brown out for the season.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Man, because if he was playing, we scoring 18 points, bro.
People have been asking in the Cowboys community, they've been asking, what do you put Bland at? And I think Molly Ball can talk on it a little bit more, but Bland is pretty good. He got like 4 interceptions out of the slot. And he's 6 foot. They don't want to move him out there. They want to keep him right there in the middle because he can.
Bland is a slot corner. When Brown went down, we moved Bland to the slot and we started playing more zone.
Oh yeah,
that way Bland can play the inside, the outside. He has more interceptions. The thing about him, he falls for the trick double or the slant. He can't keep up. He ain't fast. He's not fast at all.
He's instinctive, bro. He's very instinctive.
But 50-50, he coming down with it. He like Diggs. He a Diggs 2.0. You throw it to him, he coming down with it. Don't test him too many times. Just because he rookie, he gonna come down with it.
That's Diggs. But see, that's Diggs. But that's Diggs' problem.
We're gonna have to test him.
What round he was drafted? Was he undrafted?
The 6th round.
Hey, y'all got Boss Man. Ain't y'all Boss Man Fat? He active too, right? That little shooting situation. He out there too active, right?
Don't get me started.
When was Bland drafted? Was he undrafted? What round did he go in?
Oh, Boss Man Fat, man.
Hey, Molly Ball. What round Bland went in?
I think the 5th or 6th.
How y'all be finding these man? Why we keep
Dan
finding
Quinn
those
like
guys?
tall. Dan Quinn like
Bucs
tall
find guys-
corners.
Dan Quinn know what he's doing with certain players. I'm gonna
What's
give him that,
the
bro.
guy y'all got from us?
players,
And I
man.
tried to tell him at the beginning of the year he can't cover. He can't cover work.
Oh, Keanu Neal.
Keanu Neal.
He can't cover. He a big hitter. Y'all was all excited. And I watched the lives over the couple weeks. Y'all do not like him in coverage.
I don't like Mike Edwards. I don't
But
like
that's
Mike
a different
Edwards.
conversation. That's a different conversation. The conversation today is 18 points or more.
Yeah,
Can we get the ball down in the end zone against the Cowboys defense?
Y'all get 18 points from us. Look, y'all got a couple games. All
I
our
wouldn't
games.
expect you to. You didn't say nothing.
Man, defense gonna have to get some of them points because I just don't have no faith in that offense.
Nah, man, it's that Ryan Stuckup game right here. I was telling y'all about.
So
That's what this about to be.
Hold on, is this the dude that said that's our MVP, Mr.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
I'm gonna tell you if the Bucs, I'm gonna tell you right now, the Bucs offense, in my opinion, I'm gonna take a guess at this. I'm gonna take a stab at this, just based on eyeball test. In this game, win or lose, right? Win or ride or die, win and go home. If the Bucs get it in the 40, 35, 40 yard range, and it's like 4th and 2, they're going for it.
Yeah.
They're not kicking. They're not doing it. They shouldn't do it. They shouldn't do it. Don't kick any field goals when you're on the opponent's side of the field at 35, 37 yard line. Go for it. It's win or go home.
Maybe in the first quarter.
Win or go home.
Second quarter.
Win or go home.
I mean, it depends on what the score is, though. It depends on
no biscuit ain't on that sideline no more, man.
Nah, I believe BA. I believe BA has got in their ear, man, and told them it's time to go ahead and unleash it, bro.
Oh my God!
It's now or never.
You know, Sam Williams got arrested.
Yeah, that's a freak accident. He got hit from the back and hit somebody else. So they trying to charge him with hitting the civilian, even though his car got hit to somebody else.
Yeah, he the money man. Shoot.
He's the famous person in that accident, so they trying to make him out to be the person.
So is he gonna play?
Yeah, he playing.
Okay. I'm just checking. I mean, I'm trying to help our offense out. I mean, we need him with 18 points. We need him with 18 points. We need him with 18 points. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, honestly, I think we're gonna score 18 points. Yeah, I'll tell you why. And I'll tell you why. We're gonna score over that because look, y'all looking at the Dallas defense, they have not been playing well these past 5 weeks at all.
That's a lie.
That's a fact. Y'all had what 4 sacks in the past 5 weeks?
I mean, y'all had 4
sacks in 5 weeks. Take the numbers. Check the numbers. Michael Parsons had 1.5 sacks in the past 4 or 5
That's
weeks.
what I'm talking about.
You looking at
look. Think about these past 2 weeks. I know. Look, you can't say what if that, what if this.
Yeah.
We scored. Mike Evans, we threw the ball down there. It was a touchdown. We can't say what if not, if it didn't have this or we didn't have that. It's the play we called. We scored. Dallas is susceptible to deep passes since Anthony Brown has been injured.
Oh my God, he just hit.
It has been right.
I ain't gonna. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Look. I like 2 teams in NFL. I'm a Commanders fan, so I know the Cowboys.
Bro,
and I'm a Bucs fan. I grew up in the DMV area, so I rooted for the Commanders like for most of my life. But I've always had a thing for the Bucs. I've always been a fan.
Get him, Fran.
So what I'm saying is, right struggles. Y'all have been jumbling in and out. Y'all been putting different cornerbacks on that right side to try to put somebody besides Trayvon Diggs for like the past couple weeks since Anthony Brown went down. Y'all have been struggling.
Hold up. Talk to
the
him.
comebacks and the quick passes. Y'all struggle with quick passes. We love to throw quick passes.
Yes, we do.
Y'all play off coverage. Y'all don't play press coverage. Y'all will have to play press coverage this game. And what y'all do, over the top. Y'all are going to struggle. I'm telling y'all, look, hear me out. I'll be back here after the game. Yeah, the Bucs are going to tear the Cowboys up. I'm telling y'all. The Cowboys have been struggling these past couple of weeks.
You've been watching y'all, Monty Ball.
I'm gonna be back here when we win, because y'all won't understand. Y'all gonna be like, he was right. They are Their D-line has not been good at all. Look at the numbers. Their D-line has not been good at all. Look at the last game. Michael Parsons has a messed up hand, does he not?
Can I say something?
Doesn't he have an injured hand? Get him, right? Molly, tell me the truth. He has an injured hand, right? Pollard has a messed up knee, right?
Bro,
Pollard has not been playing
in
good.
the playoffs to have a type of conversation with him,
His
bro.
explosiveness is gone. He couldn't go through a hole. He couldn't hit a hole and cut. Look at the
Donovan Smith gonna be the one blocking it.
Pollard,
I will say this. I will say this.
Donovan Smith gonna be the one blocking it.
Hey, look, another thing is Dallas need to run to win the game. Vita Vea and Akeem Hicks, bam, it's over. That's all you need to hear. Yeah, you can't do nothing against that. They have been. Hey, look at the numbers. Akeem Hicks and Vita Vea. Nobody.
You forgot about Nacho.
Hey, look. Hey, nobody runs on us with them. Look at the numbers. Hey, look. Akeem Hicks and Vita Vea play the whole year. Look. The way our record looking, we would have been like, really, what, 5-1, 45-1 with them 2 in the line. Come on, man.
Nacho cannot run on that. That's
what? Under 74 yards per game rushing. 74 yards per rushing. Hey, look.
Hey, no. Zeke is bad.
Look, this is another thing I want to point out. This is another thing I want to point out. If you look at the last 2 games with Dallas, Dak has been forcing quick throws the whole game. We're going to eat that shit up. We're going to eat that shit up. We want that. That's how our defense live off. We live off that quick passes and we swarm to the ball. We live off that. Look at the last game. I want y'all to just look at the last game. Dak was throwing the ball in 2 seconds quick. Boom. He looked like Brady. He did. But look, this is what I will say. The play action is going to really snatch Dallas up this next game. We're going to abuse that play action this next game. And the thing is, with the play action, I feel like we're going to do a lot of quick draws this game too. I might not think about it, but when I'm telling y'all, we're going to do a lot of draws this game, play actions, and we're going to do a lot of quick outs. The quick outs are going to work this game because Dallas don't play press coverage.
Okay, let me ask you.
Fran, what you got the score? What you got the score going to be?
Hold on. We're going to get back to Fran. I want to ask Fran this, right? You've been cooking, right? So I like this. So let's tap in. Let's go back to the Bucs. In the topic, right? The 18 points a game, right? And you said we're gonna score over 18 points. So let me give you this, and then we talked about this earlier. I don't know if you was in the chat room or you came in just now, but 17 weeks, and King Cook brought this up too. 17 weeks of film study, and we watching all 22. We watched the game live on Sundays and primetime games. So 3 areas that the Bucs are not good in, and I'm gonna bring this up to you, and I want your take on this. Okay. Third downs, red zone, and yards per play. They're awful in that. And you saying that we're going to score over 18 points. So let me ask you this. What evidence that you have 17 weeks that you are confident they're going to score 18
This is what I will say. I'm not going to lie. None of us have evidence of that. We don't. But I will say this. The team has not been healthy all year either.
True.
We have not had our whole array of weapons. We haven't our whole array of weapons this week. We having everybody. Julio looked happy on that sideline last week resting. He's like, I know my knee got to be this week. Russell Gage looking fantastic. He's looking fantastic. He's looking in and out of his cup.
I ain't gonna lie, cuz if I lose my money on these bets, cuz
if he would have played that first game we played Dallas, man, we would have easily scored 35 points on them. Easily. Julio went out that game and Chris Godwin went out that game.
Man, Julio trash though. Hey, my friend, you my boy though.
So, Fran, so are you saying that the Bucs gonna have to be a team that they haven't been all season?
This is what I will. Obviously, that's true. They haven't been that team all season, but I will say I've seen glimpses of that these past 2 weeks when the starting unit has been in. Mm-hmm. I've seen some bright spots in the unit. I feel like that Panthers game. Oh my God, it was beautiful. And this is what I will say: that Panthers team coming into us when we was playing them, that D line was playing fantastic.
They played pretty good early too. They played pretty good early at the beginning of the game.
And what I will say, and hear me out on this: the way Dallas been playing these past 5 weeks. Look at the numbers. The Panthers D line was playing better towards the end of the season than Dallas was when we played them. Dallas. All right, let me show y'all this. Compare the Panthers D line to the Cowboys D line. We're gonna take Brian Burns and we're gonna take Michael Parsons. We're gonna clash them into each other. Michael Parsons is dealing with an injured hand. You telling me a Brian Burns fully healthy is not better than a Michael Parsons with a banged up wrist and hand who can't extend off his arms and push off a old lineman to get to the quarterback?
If he going up against Donovan Smith, I would say.
But this is the thing.
I would say, yeah.
Donovan Smith played really well that Panthers game. Don't let one offensive holding foul skew the whole game for him. He really did. Donovan Smith is feeling way better than he did. He had rest this past week. him and Tristan Wirfs was on that thing doing work. Shaq Mason was doing work. They all was doing work.
But
Leonard
work,
was doing work.
I don't know
Leonard
if Blake's playing though.
playing really well. And look, Hainsey is look. We don't need Jensen for this game. It'd be good if we had him. We don't need Jensen. Hainsey been doing it. He's been holding it down. Hainsey been holding it down. That Panthers D line towards the end of the year was better than Dallas D line has been.
You're talking about one person.
And if our whole line can hold down that Panthers D line, how they did. What makes y'all think we can't hold down Dallas D line?
The only thing about the Panthers game, I'm gonna say
ask yourself that. Go look at the Panthers game.
The only thing about the Panthers game,
D line, if we holding down that Panthers D line like we did, why can't we hold down Dallas?
because Mike Evans ain't gonna be running down.
We have all the linemen still. We have none of the linemen we had. They playing this game. That they play against Panthers. They playing this game too. Dallas D line is not. They have not been playing good. They have not. Simply, the Panthers D line was playing terrific.
We scored over 18 points.
Everybody picked the Panthers against us that week when we played them because of that D line. Brian Burns had what? 3 sacks that game when we played them. Donovan Smith said, "I got you." Donovan Smith said, "I got you." He locked that down. Donovan Smith, man, look. Donovan Smith, look. Mark my words. Donovan Smith gonna step up to that plate. He's been playing bad this year due to injury, man. Let's be honest. He's gonna step up to that plate. I'm telling y'all, just like he did against Brian Burns and shut that down. He said, "Hey, skinny boy, get out of here, skinny boy. You ain't big enough." Parsons can't do nothing with Donovan. Donovan is what 6'6", 350 pounds. You gonna stop him with one hand? Parsons, look at last game. Parsons could not do nothing against the Washington.
That hand is hurting.
He couldn't do nothing against guard. The left tackle, the right tackle, nobody because his hand.
You ain't not Joe. I tell you,
look at every time Parsons runs. Use the hand. You can't use the hand, Parsons. What you gonna do, Parsons? You can't use your hand, Parsons. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, Parsons? You gonna use your hand, Parsons? You can't use your hand no more. The hand is gone. Look at last game. He was holding it like he was crying like a little baby because it was hurting. Look at the last game. He's in pain. Pollard, take him out the game. His knee is done. Parsons is done for this year. Parsons is done for this year.
He gonna kill Donovan.
You can't rely on Zeke. You can't rely on Zeke this year because he's slow as molasses.
He gonna kill Donovan.
Zeke is not good.
You know what Zeke going before he run to the hole. You know where he going. Fat man can't move. I'm telling y'all. Pollard is done for this game. Pollard can't do nothing. I'm telling you, Molly. I'm sorry, Molly. But you know the truth. Parsons and Pollard is y'all two same players. Let's
let Molly get into this. Let's hear him. Let's let him.
I
want you to cook, Fran, but I want to hear something.
I want to know how you gonna cook me. Go ahead. I don't know how.
Let's see.
That entire argument on the D line was about one person. Do you know our D line has almost 10 people over 5 sacks, and you talk about Michael Parsons? We lead the league in safety blitz. Our safety has 4 sacks alone. You talk about Michael Parsons? Bro, Michael Parsons is just a superstar. Talk about the whole unit. We are third in sacks. You think that's just going to stop if we make it to the playoffs? Are you serious? Are you serious? And you talk about a weekend team out there. Bro, Washington is fucking 10-2 against us. What are you talking about?
Bro,
what are you talking about?
It's not an argument. What is he talking about? Then where has the sacks been? Where are they? What are the sacks? I'm not talking about this Parsons. I said the whole D line. Where's the sacks? 4 and 5 games? Where are they at?
They have fell off.
Hey,
they have fell off.
How many we got? How many we got the last 5 games?
Man.
Look at the teams we played. They ran the ball.
Man, y'all played the Texans. Y'all played a Gardner Minshew Eagles team and let him drop 34 points on your head.
They ran, man.
Y'all D is weak. Come on, man. Look, ever since Anthony Brown got injured, y'all have been trash on the secondary. Y'all D-line is doing nothing. Y'all are nothing without Parsons generating pressure and taking pressure off all the other D-linemen. Y'all need him to do that. He can't do that right now.
They ran the ball, bro.
Okay, look. Let me
The
look.
Texans ran the ball. Their best player is they running back.
Jacksonville dropped 40 on y'all head.
I ain't
Y'all
gonna
let
lie,
a
the
backup
Texans
quarterback with
alternated
Tennessee
like
come in and almost beat y'all. 27-13. That score is skewed. He played really good against y'all. Y'all played good against the Titans. That Prescott threw 2 interceptions. Hey, look, I wish I do this. The Titans secondary is almost ranked dead last in the past. Jack threw him 2 interceptions. Come on, man. What are y'all talking about?
I will say this though. I will say this, friend.
They ran the ball.
Since Dak been back, I will say this. Since Dak been back, week 7, 8-2, 35 points.
With a Washington fan.
Look, that's true. I would admit that. But look, the playoffs, you gotta go into the playoffs. If Dallas, okay, you gotta go into the playoffs with some type of stretch, some type of confidence. The Bucs players, for the most part, got confidence. That Falcons game, come on, throw that out. Most of the players didn't play. They got confidence. They know they're gonna go in there. Mike Evans, man, come on now. Mike Evans ready to eat, man. Look, he ready to eat. Look who I'm naming, bro. Bro, y'all secondary don't have nothing on them boys, man.
No disrespect to none of the Bucs.
All right, look, this is what I say. I know DeRon Bland gonna probably be on Chris Godwin, right? He is, right? I know Mike Evans and Trayvon. I was watching Law Nation today. I was watching what he was saying. I was listening to 105.3, the Dallas radio, and they was talking about how Trayvon Diggs is going to travel with Mike Evans. Who going to check Russell Gage, right? Come on, man. Who going to check Julio? Julio going to still do something. I'm telling you.
Please don't bring up Julio.
All right, look.
Lord, please don't bring up Julio.
I heard somebody say something earlier about Cade. Please
don't bring up Julio Jones, man.
And listen. Are you saying that now? I'm telling y'all. Julio going to show up. I'm telling y'all, he going to show up.
I've been waiting for him to show up all year long.
Look, you've been waiting. You're not going to wait no more. You ain't going to wait no more Monday. I'm telling you. You hearing it from me. I'm telling you. They don't have nothing.
I like him.
And look, this is what I will say.
I like him.
Hey, look, this is something I will say also. Y'all talking about the Panthers secondary, right? I understand that. But Hartsfield and CJ Henderson, they was playing really good. They were playing really good football. I know JC Horn was injured. But they was playing really good football before JC Horn went down before that game they played us. They were playing really good football. Look at the tape.
Hey, yo, can y'all hear me?
I would take them over the second and third corners for the Dallas. I would take them before them. Bland is pretty solid. But he can get cooked too. Don't forget, he is a rookie. Chris Godwin will put that boy in a box. I'm telling y'all.
Hey, hold on. Yo. I ain't got much time. I'm on my way to work, but I'm loving this energy, man. Hey, I love it. You know, this is right up my alley. I wish I didn't have to go in. I would love to. I just wanted to say this. We talk about Dallas defense and stuff like that, but they never mention a lot of the teams that they play. Come on, man, let's name the teams. Texans, the Colts.
They got hit up by them teams, and that's the problem. They got hit up.
Yeah. Bro, who has the Bucs played? Are you kidding me right now? Are we ready to compare schedules?
Let me finish.
Y'all, bro.
Let me finish. Y'all had like a top 5 easy schedule in the league this year. We had a top 5 hard schedule, but I'm not trying to go there. I'm just saying y'all the one that everyone is talking about how good your defense is, and I look at your schedule and I'm like, yo, I'm looking at the teams, like I said, the Rams, the Texans, the Bears. Y'all playing a lot of cupcake teams. Y'all whole division played a lot of cupcake teams.
I mean, we did that the first 2 years too, though, son. So I ain't gonna even say that, but
the Cowboys haven't been good since early in the year. They haven't been good since that midway point in the year. They have not been good. Look, this is another thing I will say. Wasn't we almost particularly healthy against that Bengals team? We was almost healthy, right, on defense, right? On defense. We was, right? That first half, all right, look, let me ask y'all this. Is Dallas offense, would y'all be more scared to play Dallas offense or that Bengals offense? Let me ask y'all that.
Nah, it's gonna be the Bengals.
This is a good question. Bengals, right? Yeah. The Bengals, okay. No, watch this. No, watch this. What receivers did? Name the receivers the Bengals had when we went against them. They had Jamar. They had T. Higgins. They had all of them. T. Higgins, They had Jamar Chase,
Tyler Boyd, Joe Mixon still catching.
They had Joe Mixon. They had all of them.
The tight ends.
Who Dallas got out there running routes? Who Dallas got out there running routes? Our matchups are fantastic. Jamel Dean, you can put him on anybody. Brown, trash. T.Y. Hilton washed up. I don't care. T.Y. Hilton has had what 50.
I like it.
Look, his stats have been terrible, man. He caught one deep pass. That has been most of his yards.
Hold on, let me ask.
Most of his yards came from one deep pass.
Man, we let Cam Dunn cook us though, so I ain't getting no.
Let me ask.
We got Jamel Dean. Carlton Davis gonna come back refreshed after having 3 games off.
Let me ask.
You don't even have to put. You don't even have to. We can do so much things with our safeties. You don't even have to put Antoine Winfield in the slot.
Hold on, let me ask
very fantastic. You can do anything with our defense. We can play different coverages. We can put different coverages in the Dallas. I think we're gonna press Dallas, honestly. And I think we're gonna press them today. Receivers can't beat one-on-one coverage. Carlton Davis had TD Lamb in the park. He had 2 catches week 1. Come on, man. 2 catches, man. He was frustrated, man. 2 catches. Carlton was getting him out of there, man. Don't even name TD Lamb. TD Lamb was trashing with the Commanders. So TD Lamb can't go. The Commanders had Kendall Fuller. Kendall Fuller had him in the box. Who, man, come on, man. The Commanders had Kendall Fuller as their top cornerback, man. Come on, man. Bro.
I tell you one thing, friend, do not like that.
Come on, man.
Yeah, he does.
No, because I'm telling you, look.
You're calling me angry. He got me beat.
Nah, he got to beat,
bro. Because I be watching these games. And then Marley, come here. Talk to me, Marley. Because your team, you know your team is overrated. Talk to me.
I ain't that overrated, bro.
Marley, talk to me. You know what I'm saying is true. Talk to me. I want to know what I'm saying is wrong. Come on, talk to me, bro. I want to know. I'm a football fanatic. I watch football all day. I watch YouTube highlights, all that all day. When the game going on, I be watching it all day. I got to follow. When the fucking stick is jailbroken, I watch the games over and over and over again until Sunday come up too. And I don't got to wait till Sunday this week. It's Saturday football. Hey, I love it when the last game too, because we get to enjoy football without being stressed and stuff. We get to watch some games and have fun, eat chicken and eat chips with our families, man. Come on, man. Because look, I'm telling y'all, Dallas is going to fold under the pressure. Dallas is going to fold under the pressure, man. Look, I'm telling y'all now, Dallas folding. They're going to fold like a pillow. They're going to fold. Dallas is going to fold under that pressure, man.
Where's Maul? I do got a question.
Y'all.
Maul,
I'm right here.
This what I do got to ask you, though, because it's glaring. What is Zeke supposed to do, bro? His last few games.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Hold on. Let me reset this whole conversation because this is.
Thank you, man. It's going bananas, and I ain't got but a couple minutes left.
Let me reset. Today's Sal's birthday too, so let's give him a happy birthday
again. Mr. Grumpy Man. Mr. Grumpy Man.
I want to reset this conversation. I kind of let it rock for a minute. I love the energy, right? Sometimes we need this energy, but I want to reset the conversation back to the original topic. Can the Bucs score over 18 points? That's the topic. So, Sal, before you leave, I know you got a couple minutes. I want your take on that part. Can the Bucs score over more than 18 points?
Well, as I stabbed down 360 on my way through Arlington on my way to General Motors, I'm gonna say I think we can. From what I saw in the last game, I mean, hell, we had 17 at the half. I think they're hitting a turning point. Long as Brady's standing, he's definitely good. That's been a lot of the problem. They've been scared. He's been scared to take a lot of those, stand in the pocket and take that hit. But after the last few games, he's been standing in that pocket and letting it ride. So I'm judging from what I'm seeing the last couple games. I'm looking at the score like 27-24 or 27-21 Bucs.
Okay. What do you think? Would the running game be the biggest reason why they score over 18 points?
No, but I think it's going to be a nice factor because we don't know where we are at this point, fellas. Because y'all can say we need to get back to running it 30 times a game. I'll be happy if they ran at 20. If they ran at 20 and we were at least getting 3 yards a pop, hey, I couldn't ask for much more, man. I know they need to start starting Rashard White and then taking him out second half. He needs to get more touches second half.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to get the ball. That's why the running is falling off. That's where it's really falling off, man, because they take him out. They let him start. He cooked for a little bit, then they put in Lenny, and Lenny he started taking all the carry.
True. I mean, the Cowboys defense can be had, and the run defense can be had. So if the Bucs want to move the ball,
they barbecue chicken.
You know,
let me
ask you this, Sal. Should it be what percentage or the balance percentage as far as like run pass? What you think the percentage should be going into this game?
Oh man, at least 6. I want to say 60-40, but realistically 65-35.
Oh, I mean, they ran the ball effectively week 1 against Dallas easily. I mean,
yeah, but it's two totally different teams at this point.
That is true. That is
true. Two totally different teams. And although Dallas have stumbled a little bit defensively down the line, I still think that they're a formidable defense, and they can be had in the run game. They can.
They've been doing that all year.
Yeah, I've seen terrible teams run the ball on them very well. So we just can't give up on that. I think we need to run it more on Tristan's side than we do on Donovan's side.
That is true. You know, I just hope in my point of view, when I'll give a little take on this. I'm not going to give my hope yet, but when I look at this game, going into the game, I always use that phrase, going into the game, right? And me and King Cook, we all touched on this earlier before Fran got here, and Molly Mall, but we know the Bucs' tendencies down in distance, formations, what part of the field they like to do things in, because we watched all 22 all season long. We literally came on here Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So as we watch this game Wednesday, there's going to be some plays that, and the locker room going to be open. We'll be able to point these plays out live and in color. Like, oh, I know what they're about to do. So the thing is, when we said this earlier, and I asked this question, and I'm going to keep asking this too, the Bucs going to have to be a team that they haven't been all season long to get over 18 points.
Yeah, but you got it's the playoff. It's now or never, man. They got to come out with that same mentality that they came out with against the Panthers.
But Isaiah, and you saying that, are you saying that as in like we can't be that team?
I never said that.
You saying no, or because here's how I look at it. We got to be a team that we haven't been all season, but it's technically the team we're supposed to be.
Well, that's two different things. That's two different things.
So
that's
for me,
two different things.
So what I guess the reason why I'm saying it, any event that are we shocked about over 18 points because we just haven't done it?
We should be shocked.
I'm saying that in the say like, I'm saying that to say we've all said we have too much talent not to.
True.
So I guess why I'm saying that is well, technically, bro, we got the players to do it.
But remember, there's phases to this offense, right? From the head coach plays a part in it. The OC plays a part in it. I talked about that yesterday with Byron. I gave him a full 45-minute Byron conversation. We talked about that for almost 50 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's phases to this offense that each one of them have problems. So to get over 18 points, all three phases, quarterback, OC, head coach, the receiver, they got to play exceptionally beyond what they've been doing overall for the season.
But I'm going to say something, man. I don't know about talent. I mean, man, we got names. But I don't know about too much talent.
I'm going to say this right here. We do have talent and we have names at the same time, but just 18 points is not even league average. Come on, man.
No.
But you just said we have to play exceptionally well just to hit that mark. Are you saying that's a good thing or a bad thing? Because I mean, like I said,
that's good.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying, have we been playing exceptionally well all year? Like, and we're just gonna turn it on in the playoffs? And I'm not trying to be a negative or anything like that.
It's a possibility, though. I remember when the Giants
hashtag probability versus possibility.
Yeah. Okay, I got one question before I go back to listening in the chat. Do y'all think we're gonna put up 24 points?
I think we're gonna put up.
I think we will.
I think at the least we put up 27. In my opinion, I think at the least we put up 27. But that's not my opinion.
Okay, now think about what our defense have been holding. Our defense average holding opponents down. About what?
That's why I'm so confident, Al. Because
Thank you.
our defense.
All I want to say.
I don't think it's nothing.
Hold on, let me finish my point. If we all sit here and we all agree that we can put up 24 points, then we shouldn't be worried. That shouldn't even be an issue. We shouldn't even be worried about probability.
Are you saying? You saying you believe we can put up 24 points based on?
I asked everybody in the chat, including you, Bucko. You don't think so?
I haven't gave my score prediction though. I haven't even got to that.
I don't know if we can. I just hope we can, but I don't know.
I'm still watching film. I'm still watching. I'm not giving that. Remember, the game ain't till Monday, so I don't need to give a score prediction right away. I'm still watching film.
No, I ain't saying a score prediction. I'm saying, do you think we'll score at least 24 points?
Possibility. Possible.
You think it's a high possibility?
I don't know. I'm still watching. I'm literally.
We can't spoil this video. He's trying to make a video, man.
I'm literally breaking down each part of this game. Like today, we're talking about the Bucs offense scoring over 18 points. So I'm watching film as these conversations come up every day. So remember, I'm gonna say this again. The game ain't till Monday, so we're gonna have more videos to have conversations on. I'm probably gonna start the videos on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So I want this to stretch out. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put everything into and bubble all in one conversation because I want everything separate because this is a big game. It's a big game. So we got a lot to talk about. That's why I'm saying topics.
And I guess the reason why I'm saying that because, like you said, this is a very big game. So if you ain't gonna lay it on the line now, fellas, why are we even here? Right. Why are we here? If y'all ain't gonna put it on the line now, it's ball or die, man.
It is a possibility. It is a possibility they score over 18 points, but the probability is not high.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like we know they can do it, but they've done it. But they scored over 24 points a few times this season. We've seen that.
Right.
But
And
the totality of it is like, yeah, it's a possibility that they can score 24 points. Yes, of course. But the probability is like you gotta factor that in too. That's why I use those two words. They two different meanings. That's why I use those things because you can see the both sides of the fence. You can see the reality, and then you can see the hopefulness, the optimistic. You know what I'm saying? Because we all optimistic, right? So you could be optimistic that they scored 24 points, but we also got the reality. We got the real film, the scoreboard, the average, and everything. We got to look at both ends. And what have you seen more, and what have you seen less?
Okay, I got a question for Marley Marr. Marley Marr, you live down here in Dallas?
No, I live in DC.
Oh,
okay.
Look at that.
Well, there it is.
Look at that.
Boom. Okay, but me and Mopar is down here, right?
Yes,
now,
sir.
he can testify to this. Dallas fans is a little more worried than everybody else.
Oh yeah, they already saying put them out of their misery.
Yeah, they're very worried down here. I'm finna go in the plant full of them with my Bucs hat on, and they're gonna be looking at me, and it's gonna be like, man, it's gonna be some shaky talking here because they're a little worried, man. They're not as confident as these commentators that we see on TV are.
Yeah,
Trust me.
man.
Y'all know what Cowboys love to do too. Look, if this don't make y'all feel good right here, I don't know what will. I'm about to tell y'all one thing. Dallas don't have no man beaters on their team other than CeeDee Lamb. And Carlton Davis already showed what he could do against CeeDee Lamb. 2 catches. Come on now. Todd Bowles love the blitz. This is the perfect game. If they don't have no man beaters on their team, go man. Blitz Lamont. That's the
crazy. Happy birthday to you, man. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, happy birthday, fam.
Have fun at work.
Man. I'll be in the chat. I'll be still listening to y'all. Peace out, man. I'm finna go in here and handle my biz.
Be safe in there, man. You know, you gotta go in the war zone. But one of the key factors I want to bring up too is as far as getting the 18 points or getting, I'm gonna stop saying just 18 points, but getting more than 18 points is how aggressive should the Bucs offense be to get over 18 points? Should they be really aggressive? Like, okay, we're going back to no risk, no biscuit.
Well, here's the thing. The playoffs is about catching momentum and getting hot, right? Mm-hmm. Well, this is the time to do it. So why not be super aggressive? That shakes off everything that you've been dealing with all season. Those jitters and has everyone looking like, yeah, we can do this. Super aggressive
early or late, because the Bucs have a tendency to get the super. They tend to get this Super Saiyan mode in the 5 minutes of the game left. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what I will say to that, Buccos? We had a playoff game already this year. That was with the Panthers. You remember when the reporter said, Byron Leftwich said, "I'm going extra aggressive from the jump." Like from the jump, they was aggressive. They was. And I think if they're doing that against the Panthers game, you gotta do this against Dallas, against a secondary that's depleted. It makes
but that's Dallas' strength. Dallas' strength is the secondary. Their weakness is the run defense. That's their major weakness.
I think they're strong just on the dig side. The other side, man.
Let me say this. That when I say secondary, I'm just saying in general. Just
you talking about with Wilson and you talking about with Wilson and all them back there.
Yeah,
I understand that.
Yeah. I'm not just focusing on the
quarterback
number 2. I'm just saying this.
But I don't disagree. I would attack their weakness, which is that run game. But
I think I think the Bucs should set the tone early. Byron Leftwich, like, to get over 18 points, you got to set that tone. You got to set it right there early. Let them know that we ain't playing with y'all.
I would start the game with a deep play action pass. I would.
Right away. Let them know.
I would start it with that.
Whether it's
get Julio down that field and let it be known we're not playing today, bro.
You gotta back them up. If you back them up, that run game gonna be there. You gotta let them know. Exactly. I would play action. I think that is what they're gonna do too. They're gonna test that secondary early. That right corner, they're gonna get tested really early.
They might as well.
It's not zone. You're not matching up, man.
Hey, we know it's having a first down. Dive.
Yeah, you ain't having no first down.
Dive. Rashad White dive.
This is what Dan Quinn do. I'm gonna give you some insight. Dan Quinn only matches big stuff, man on man. Everybody else plays zone.
It's a man zone.
Diggs, the only one that matches up man on man. He follows y'all top receiver everywhere.
I'm very curious though, Polymar. I'm very curious on that matchup. I'm very curious to see how much Brady is aggressive throwing the ball at Mike Evans targets wise, like how many targets Mike Evans is going to get at Diggs. I think a good number for Mike Evans this game, at least 10 targets.
Yeah. I think he's going to get that. I think he is.
10. He's very emotional and mentally fragile. So if he's out there running around and getting no catches, his body language gets a little bad. He gets pouting and he's looking around like, oh, I'm open, man. Throw me the ball. I mean, Diggs don't get targeted a lot. He don't get target heavy. That's a fact. So I'm curious to see how much Brady, because we've seen in Brady history, when there's a cornerback that's good over there, he don't bother him. And his history shows that. He don't bother him. He leave him alone. One couple, 3 or 4 throws over there to keep him, in the game. I'm gonna test you over there every now and then, but and history shows Brady ain't gonna throw a bunch of balls at a top number 1 cornerback. He doesn't.
I will say this: Diggs this year has been way better than he was last year with trying to jump routes. Mm-hmm. But he still be giving them up though.
Right.
He will still give them up.
The yards has decreased quite a bit.
They have, but he will still try to jump past it. So it's going to be chances. There's just the point of whether they will connect with them.
Got to key moments. Situational offensive football. Yeah. The Bucs got to be really good in that. The third.
I will say this though. The positive thing is, man, Zeke is averaging like 1.3 yards a carry in certain games, dude. Like, you're not gonna book. I know, but when it comes to the points, it kind of is, because it's damn. Here's why I say that. What if they don't even do that? This
conversation is
game?
Focused specifically on the Bucs offense going against the Cowboys defense, not Zeke running for 1.3 yards.
I know, but in the event we ain't got to. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Variable. That's a variable that I'm not using in this conversation. That's you're adding a variable. I just want to focus on the Bucs offense because we've all seen the Bucs offense for 17 weeks and we've all been frustrated and we've been happy in some points. But we got enough to talk about without adding variables. We don't have to add the Cowboys. We could beat the Cowboys without their help. You get what I'm saying? We don't need them to be really bad in that, because if the Bucs play to what they supposed to play to, we should win the game, right? I mean, we all talked about that 10 minutes ago. So when I say 18 points a game, they have the possibility to score over 18 points a game, but it depends on them, not Dallas. Them executing on the field. 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 2, 4th and 1, 3rd and 3. Not these ridiculous play calls coming from Byron Leftwich or Tom Brady throwing the ball, spamming screens all day. You know,
yeah.
It's in the mirror at ourselves. Like Bucs offense is in the mirror looking at themselves. Literally, they're the one messing up. They're the one messing up. They're the ones can't convert on 3rd downs and in the red zone. They're the ones averaging 5.1 yards to play. They're the ones doing that.
Yeah, that shit is horrible.
I mean, think about that. Remember, I keep saying there's phases in the offense: coach, OC, quarterback. They all got problems, all three of them. But you see flashes and glimpses of, they got it right this time. The Bengals first half of the game, the Panthers game. You know, come on, man. Like, what's the problem here? Why all three of those guys all over the place? 1 minute it's segments. Oh, Byron Leftwich called a good drive. It's a good drive there. Up tempo. Okay, they got down the field in 6 plays. What happened the whole game? Oh, let me guess. 4 minutes left in the game. Why you wait so long? Why couldn't you do this earlier? That's the issues. That's part of the issues. What are they doing? What's the game plan? Going into the game plan against Dallas, we sitting here talking about it. We giving opinions of the game plan. Are they doing it? Because come on, man. Like, this is one and done. This is it. There's no time for this. Because I'm telling you, after the game, they should have did this. They could have did. Well, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I'm gonna look at you like a crazy. I'm like, we talked about this already. That's why we having these conversations now. Because when the game hits, because look, I want y'all to be here when the game starts. The locker room gonna be open, so we can watch it together. So what you see is what I'm seeing. We can dialogue right there. What was that? Because I'm gonna ask y'all if I see a bad play or good play. I'm like, y'all saw that? What's the feedback on that? This locker room gonna be live Monday. We gonna dialogue. We gonna have a lot of energy. We gonna talk about the game as it goes. Don't hold nothing back, fellas. We literally talking about it right now. We trying to break this down piece by piece. And today's conversation is 18 points a game, because that's the big deal. Because we know what the defense got, and that's gonna be another conversation. We know what the defense is gonna do. The defense has been playing pretty good for the most of the season. The problem with the defense in another conversation is situational defense. But for overall, 80% of the season, the defense has been playing exceptionally well. It's the stupid offense at 18 points a game. That's the topic. What are they gonna do?
It's gonna be good to see Dave, White, and Arden how they're gonna respond in this playoff game.
And they get a lot of snaps too. Y'all do realize that, right? Arden is the starter, and Rachaad White is the starter. And I know Fournette jealous of that too.
Keith be out there a lot too. Keith all day a lot. Keith's been playing well this year though. I really like how he's been playing.
You know, I want to say something about Keith, friend. When he's in the game, it's like 90% run.
That's true. It surprises you when he catches the ball. I'm not.
Yeah, it's like why they being so predictable? When you put him in the game, it's like you know what's going to see. I want to see wrinkles. To get over 18 points a game, you got to see wrinkles. You got to see wrinkles with Cole Keith in there.
Yeah,
you got to see it. Oh, he's in the game. They finna run. Wrong. You know what I'm saying? You got to catch. I said it yesterday. Byron Leftwich needs to be 2 moves ahead of Dan Quinn. 2 moves. 2, not 1, because Dan Quinn will figure it out, right? But 2 moves. So if he figures out 1 move, you got to counter. You got a plan A and a plan B and a possible plan C. But a lot of the times we've seen the Bucs offense plan A. If it goes bad, they like, what do we do? Like, I don't want to see that. How many games we've seen them go into the game and have a good first drive? After that, it gets worse. It gets worse. It gets worse. It gets worse. And they have consecutive 3 and outs and punt. What happened? What happened in the first drive? It's like 15 plays, and that's it for Byron. That's all you got. You looking at your plays, all these damn plays, front and back. And what are you calling? Are they the same plays? Yellow, red, blue. What you doing?
Yeah, he got a very 1990. He got a 1990 play sheet.
And then he want to get mad at us, the fans and the media, questioning him. Now, we're not coaches, we're not assistants, we're not coordinators, but goddamn, we see it. Right. We as fans, fanatics, we see it like, yo, man, what you calling that for? Yeah. Why you calling that?
And plus, we can't always expect these teams to like be fumbling the ball and throwing picks late in the fourth quarter, giving us chances now. You know what I mean?
Everything's tight in the playoffs. Like everything's like every move you make, like you can't make the move just to go like 5 yards. Your move that you make to go 5 yards got to set up something else. You get what I'm saying? Oh, we got 2 yards this play, but that's not the play we really wanted. We're trying to set something up. You got to set these things up. In the playoffs, everything is tight. You got to call your best plays. Your most productive.
You got to be ready for the counter attack as well.
And that's the most important thing. Remember the halftime adjustments. Every team does it. In the playoffs, it gets even deeper because now they focusing on you and what you like to do in situational football. And Todd Bowles and Byron Leftwich hasn't been good in that. Situational football. In this game, there's going to be moments on offense to get over 18 points. Bucs, I give you a scenario, and we've seen this already. Bucs at the opponent's 25-yard line, 3rd and 7. Screen pass. What is that? Field goal. We don't need a field goal. We need to get to the end zone. Stop these stupid screen passes on 3rd and 7.
That was hey Buggos. I really like what you said about that setting up thing because I remember how the offense of the Bucs set. You remember when they played the Cardinals and Russell Gage had that deep pass, but before that it was a quick out in the flat. But he pump faked on that flat the next time, and that was a setup. That was amazing.
Don't even worry about the 2-yard gain. You setting something up. Yeah. You're trying to get to the bigger play, and the Bucs need bigger. Like the Bucs has been one of the worst teams in the NFL in big plays. That's a fact. Yeah.
That's true.
They need a lot of that this game. They need a lot of that. They need more big plays. And I'm not going to say, well, based on the Panthers game, that's what I'm looking at it from week 1, week 17. They are bottom 10 in big plays, running and passing. Come on, man! Like I need them to be open up more this game because what do you got to lose? Let's be real. When it come down to it, you got to call everything you got. You got to pull out all the ammo. 50 clip. Byron can't be looking at his play sheet, flipping it around and looking all crazy. I don't want to see that because I'm gonna call it out. If I see him looking all crazy, like if I see a 3rd and 7 and Brady do a 4-yard check down and it's punt time, I'm gonna be like, look at this clown. We're trying to win the game. He calling a 4-yard pass play. What you doing? Every play, any 3rd down, that ball needs to be beyond the sticks. Not no short route. We ain't got time. Think about this. We don't have time. The receivers don't have time to be running these 6-yard routes on 3rd and 7. Every yard counts. Every yard. It's a home game. Prime time.
I think that's where Godwin's gonna have to be big for us as well. He's gonna have to help us keep moving those chains.
I think he's gonna have a big game.
Yeah, I think so too.
I know we're talking about Evans, but I think Godwin's gonna. I think he's gonna have a big
game. I think he's the one because he's the one who's really been turning up these last few weeks too, man.
He's been controlling the middle of the field. He's basically the Gronkowski. He's the Gronkowski of the offense now. That's how they use him. They use him like Gronkowski, those tough yards, those tough catches. He get banged around quite a bit, folks. I don't think his career gonna be long.
No, that's his job. He do the dirty work.
Right. So he's gonna catch a lot of. I think he's gonna have a lot of targets. He's gonna have a ton of them things, man. He's gonna have a ton. I think Dan Quinn. He's gonna try his best to try to get rid of Godwin because he's gonna have Diggs on Mike Evans. We know that. We already talked about that, right? And I think Evans might get a couple catches, key catches. He don't need to have 10 catches, but big catches, if that makes sense. But Godwin, that's the guy that's gonna move that ball down the field for the Bucs, in my opinion, going into the game because Godwin's been cooking for the last 6 weeks. Let's be real.
I mean, but and that's a normal connection, man. Like usually a healthy Godwin, Brady like that boy. You saw when he got there, man. Yeah, he
ever since he been back,
man.
This dude top 5 in catches and targets since he been back. So Brady feed him the ball. Are you good now? You good? You good, Chris? All right, that's easy. Think about it. Godwin look fresh now. He like got some fresh legs now. He's moving better now. I remember for a while he was like.
And he done got his 1,000 yards 3rd season in a row. Let's go, man.
He was moving slow. Like what's going on with him? But he wasn't fully healthy. We saw that they rushed him back. They rushed him back. They rushed that man up. We got to give him for the Dallas game. He got hurt. He got hurt because they wanted him back.
They almost pulled him up. Yeah, they almost tore him up, and it was a screen at that too. We saw that.
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
what? No. We need this man. No.
And you know what's so funny? They didn't even need him for that game. So that's what I'm saying. Coaching matters. I always say this. I love to use that phrase. Coaching matters. And Bowles he's had a lot of peaks and valleys as a head coach. He's ultimately responsible for the 18 points. At the end of the day, we can blame Byron, we can blame Brady. But at the end of the day, the ultimate responsibility is the head coach. Because you in there sitting down game planning, right? You're not just game planning for the defense. You're game planning for the team. Special teams is too. But you can tell the strength of the team is defense because Todd Bowles is the head coach. He's the defensive coordinator. So all his energy goes that way. But to win games in the NFL, you got to score points, buddy. Modern day NFL football, 18 points is pathetic. Let's be real, folks. 18 points is pathetic.
Yeah, it is. Modern day football is horrible.
Maybe 84 or 91.
84, 90s, okay. But in the NFL, if you ain't hitting 25, bro. Come on, man. At least 25. You know what? There's teams that's considered worse than the Bucs, scoring more than the Bucs. Think about that for a second. Look how bad that sounds. Look at the Detroit Lions. Who saw that coming? Jacksonville Jaguars. Who saw that coming? They offense look way better than the Bucs. Looks more explosive, looks more dynamic, looks more. They have a lot of formations. What's wrong with the Bucs? Is Byron stuck in the? Is he stuck in this Jacksonville Jaguars playbook back in the day when he played with Jacksonville? I mean, what's going on here? Can anybody explain that part? Because his play calling looks so old. And you couple that with a 45-year-old quarterback that's a pocket quarterback that don't want to take hits. That's a bad combination. I talked about it yesterday about Byron. He wants look for 2 years in a row. We didn't complain about the offense. It was up and down the field. Super Bowl. The last season, you had 5,000 yards. And all of a sudden, is Byron Leftwich? Is he really that bad? Well, we got 3 prior years, 19, 20, and 21. So we got evidence. So 1 year, he's trash. Hold on. So where was the trash at 19 and 20 and 21?
Right.
Anybody answer that question?
That's like the drop off is so severe.
The thing I will say about that is, I don't think Byron trash in my opinion. I just think it's just not going his way. But I will say losing Gronk and AB was big, man. Gronk allows you to do a lot of things in your offense, and AB, you know, he was just he could beat any corner, he beating them.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, teams lose great players all the time, and great coaches always find a way to revitalize the team so we can keep winning. You know what I'm saying? Like, we should still be able, the drop-off should not be that severe where we're struggling to get 17 points. When we were airing teams out the past 2 years.
Also, what was it? They said there was like a 2-touchdown drop-off almost. Like, damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. 2 touchdowns.
But wasn't it something crazy last year when Gronk didn't play? It was some we had bad numbers when he didn't play.
Yep.
Gronk, and look, our red zone struggles this year. Gronk, that boy in the red zone.
And remember the beginning of the season. It was like I think Brady mentioned this, and Bowles and Levis. It's like, well, we're gonna make up the Gronk production with Gage and Julio. You know what I'm saying? The running back. Well, no. It didn't even come close. Think about that. Gage and Julio didn't even come close to Gronk's production.
And don't forget, they added Kyle Rudolph in there too, thinking that he was going to do it too, but didn't work.
Do you know how much money they spent on those 3 guys?
You think we get?
I'm making simple. Way too much.
You think we try to make a play for DeAndre Hopkins in the trade?
If they're trying to win now.
Because Arizona said they're gonna try to package them up.
And I'm gonna talk about this whenever the Bucs season over with. We're gonna talk about these options. We're gonna talk about the possibilities and what the Bucs can do. Are they stuck in the win now mode, or they're gonna do a kind of a shift to the left. But that's a whole different conversation. But I can't wait for that conversation because I got some ideas in my head, some scenarios in my head as far as trades, and I've been watching. I watch the league, like Fran said. I watch football. I love watching football. My Sundays, I'm on it, and I got NFL. I got all 22, so I'm always watching film. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always seeing what other teams do. I might not be totally in depth with all the teams, but trust me, if you put me in a room with another fan base, I'm gonna fit right in. You know what I'm saying? I can talk about some of their players, like, hey, I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? So like friends, like, look, I'm a Commander fan, but I like Bucs, but he can talk about the Cowboys too. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of guy I am. I love football. I'm a football fan first, Bucs fan second. You know what I'm saying? So I get passionate too. So I get where Fran coming from. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at the Bucs, it's frustrating because it's almost like they shouldn't be like this. They shouldn't be like this. But the reality is they are. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't, but they are. You know what I'm saying? So this game right here, the ramifications of this game for the Bucs is big. Quarterback, OC, secondary. I mean, just the whole totality of the whole situation. A loss and things can go downhill really quick. Because after the game, if they lose, you already heard it. The speculation. Where's Brady going? Where's Brady going? And that's the whole conversation. That's why they're making this game about Brady and literally the Cowboys. They're not making it about the Bucs. It's literally about Brady and Cowboys. That's what it is. Let's be real, fellas. They don't like the Bucs. We're a small market team. We down here in Central Florida. We don't bring the big numbers in. They never liked us anyway.
That's why Levante said at the press conference today, they asked him, why do we all got the Monday night game? He said, oh, because Brady and the star. But, I'm happy to be a part of it. I was like, oh, my goodness.
He knows it.
He do. Yeah, all of them know it. They know it.
They know. We never get primetime games.
He said he love it, too, because, he get to play these type of games. Like,
yeah. Think about that.
Got to show up and win on this primetime game.
That's the problem right there.
When the last time they didn't even done something like that in the playoffs, man? As far as a Monday, they don't even do that.
Did they play? They didn't play the Commanders on a Monday night, did they?
No.
It was a light game though, right? It was like a light game.
Yeah, but it's Sunday night. It's not no Monday night. Yeah, they don't do Monday night games, man.
No, Cowboys always play on Mondays on the playoffs. They played the 49ers last year on the Monday.
They did?
It's a star. It's the star thing. It's Jerry Jones.
Well, Dallas gonna get the prime time.
What Dallas is a major market.
Yeah, that is Jerry Jones want to be by himself. He don't want to share time. He don't want to be by himself.
He paid for that.
I want to beat these motherfuckers so bad. Excuse my language. I don't care what we win by. Just win.
I mean, that is true.
Especially me. I'm in Dallas, boy.
Here's the
we
funny
got to
thing
get on the business.
Well, I'm not gonna say funny. Here is the bigger picture here, and I know I might be getting a little ahead of myself, but every team after Dallas is +2, harder. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't easy for the Bucs.
Oh no!
If you beat Dallas, you're going to Philly.
Well, hopefully we get a little help along the way from somebody. The Giants, maybe. I'm just, being optimistic. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look. I'd rather play Philly than the 49ers. You want the Giants to lose that game, honestly.
I mean, either way.
And if we beat Philly, then most likely it's going to be the 49ers.
But I'd rather play them in the NFC Championship than the next round.
And if you beat the 49ers, you're going to get the Chiefs, the Bills,
or the Bengals, y'all.
You see them every game. Every game.
Hey, but look, I will say this though: the Bengals, though, since we played them and we had that game for real, but I feel like I would be more comfortable with them than the Bills or the Chiefs because I feel like because when Bowles or somebody got film on the team, they actually do really good like the next time.
Right.
So I don't really think that I feel like Josh Allen gonna be running around. Patrick Mahomes gonna be running around, but I honestly think we wouldn't do that bad against the Chiefs.
Hey, speaking of Patrick Mahomes, Isaiah, what you think with his O-line and it's supposed to be Balk, but he run around more than most quarterbacks from the time he get the ball in his hands.
That's why I would rather play the Bills the least. I would rather play the Bills.
That O-line was supposed to be in top 5, went all out and Balk, but he is scrambling every play.
His receivers don't get open, so he got to make time.
That's true.
Patrick Mahomes. Here's my take on Patrick Mahomes. Here's my observation with him. He's an off-script guy.
Yeah. Backstreet, like
he's not on the script guy. That's not his game. And you know what's so crazy? They had the offensive production has been pretty much the same without Tyreek. It just been spread out. You know, he's still doing 5,000 yards. He still threw for over 5,000 yards without Tyreek.
Juju, I can't believe Juju got 1,000 yards.
Think about that for a second. So that should tell you Andy Reid is so. Man, that dude is.
He did it with Philly. Look, he did it in Philly all them years. Like, what makes you like
that dude is?
The only difference between him and Philly and the Chiefs and Philly, he was always playing for the field goal.
Hey, but look, Philly had they had Jeremy Maclin, Deshaun Jackson,
but Andy Reid wasn't playing
Selleck at tight end.
But he wasn't playing to win the game. He was playing for field goals.
Yeah. Well, and the quarterback situation is a lot better.
Yeah. Right. With the Chiefs, we can be aggressive. We can do all that merry-go-round and all that.
That was crazy, man.
Oh, no, but you can't forget about that year they had Michael Vick, though. They was going crazy that second year. It was that second year. Michael Vick was doing that.
Yeah. Right, but that was
I remember he tore us up that Monday night.
Boy, don't remind me of that. Don't remind me of that one.
Hey, Vic tore us up.
It's just how I love saying this freight coaching matters, man. Like that coaching matters, man. It literally does, because when we played the Chiefs early last year, that was.
So let me ask you this: if coaching matters, so are you going to give Bowles a pass because he straight up said he could not get his team together as far as personnel? These are not the coaches he said he played with in the sense of what he needs.
About that. These guys on the staff, he coached with those guys in Arizona. So what do you mean that's not his guys?
He said this though.
I'm about to say all of them been together forever though. Like
but I think there was people. I think there was people he was wanting to actually bring in that he didn't have a chance to actually get.
Here's how coaching circles work, from my understanding. Relationships in previous stints. That's how it works. It's a web.
I'm about to say Bowles, that's his staff. Like, that's Bowles' staff.
Yeah,
because Arians and Bowles, they had like mostly the same staff like throughout their career.
Arizona, we're going back to Arizona.
I get that, but he's also said that he would have different personnel.
Well, I mean, until we see it, I mean.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know.
I don't know, man. I mean,
a lot of people saying he's gonna get rid of Byron. I don't think he is. I don't think he's gonna get rid of him next year.
I think he has to.
I think it depends on the playoff run.
Yeah.
No, he's going to. Byron has to go.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's always an scapegoat. It's always.
Yeah, I'm not going to use him as one, but I think he has to go to be. They're not going to work good together.
Here's a prime example. Today, the Jets got rid of Mike LaFleur. Mike LaFleur, OC Jets. Robert Saleh was like, "You got to go, fam."
And it was mutual.
Yeah, because I seen something that Ian Rappaport said it was like other teams just trying to like look into him or something like that, like trying to get him.
You get what I'm saying? Like when people get when the coaching has pressure, when the head coach has pressure, and he's not going to get fired, but he has pressure. DCOC, one of them.
But I think that we already know Byron wanted to be a head coach anyway. By the way, I'm kind of losing my voice, so if I sound like a dude, that's why. So don't be.
All right, baby girl. It's all right, baby girl.
So he wants to be a head coach. He was trying to get the job with Jacksonville, and that didn't work out. But as of late, we have seen there are a lot of, early on, head coaching positions. So I think that he actually is going to go through with it and possibly go to what's that one team?
He can go to the Cardinals if you want to.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go to the Cardinals.
But the problem is his name not even popping up right now.
Nah, yeah, he's gonna have to do it in the playoffs.
Look how his offense looking.
This is why I say the playoffs. Remember, the ramifications from a Bucs future, from present and future standpoint, is big. It's big.
That's what's killing me though, because Byron is a good coordinator to me. I really like Byron. I really think he is good. This year has really ruined what he's done for the past 2 years.
That's what I was trying to tell people.
I really do think he's a good offensive coordinator. That's the thing that's killing me.
But he has he got 19, 20, 21. I mean, he got the.
Yeah, that's what he's a Super Bowl winner OC. That is killing me. This year is killing me. I hope.
That's why I try to tell people. I say, stop trying to put it all on Leftwich. Can't do that.
That's killing me, man.
Can't do that.
But how is it immediately when BA leaves, this team drops off this way?
Because it became Tom Brady's thing.
Who said that?
I don't know about that, man.
It became Tom Brady offense.
Like I just think, in my opinion, I just think it's the personnel we lost. I think Gronk was a huge part. It's just, in my opinion, Gronk was really a huge part. When he didn't play last year in games, the offense looked like kind of similar to this.
What's Brady's strength? Middle of the field.
Tight end. And tight end too.
Middle of the field. And who runs the middle of the field? Tight end and slide out, right?
Best friend. That's a quarterback best friend. Security blanket.
And at this stage in Brady's career,
and
if you look at his New England career, that's what he ate at. His receiver, the slot guy, the tight end, and the running backs, right? And these guys were yak guys. The Bucs offense it's not built like that. The personnel is not built for a yak type of offense. And that's why it looks so bad, because they're trying to do yak stuff.
Yeah.
Godwin, Evans, Leonard Fournette, they're not explosive. Like, oh my gosh, like they ain't scaring nobody. They're not hitting. The separation is horrible. The Bucs have really bad separation.
That's why they miss. That's why they look. Gronk was like Gronk and not even AB. AB was
separation.
He tear quarterbacks up.
I'll catch y'all later.
All right, Molly.
All right, brother.
Bro, he tear them up. Y'all seen the game? The Jets. I'm gonna use the Jets game. I know that's a bad game, but y'all see what he did to the quarterback? He turned him around, spinning, and
it's crazy.
But see, even then, outside of what we have now, none of our backup receivers have stepped up. They're mainly dependent on Mike and Chris, and if Mike and Chris can't go, who's gonna step up? Scotty not playing.
That's what I'm saying. That's what's beautiful. That's what I think has been beautiful the past couple of weeks, which like gives me like bright spots of like what I can see in the offense. Russell Gage has really stepped up. He's really looked good since. I think that hammy really did like that hamstring injury really did like message like started to the season up, because he's looked really good. Like they've been using Gage kind of like, if you look about it, Gage is kind of like a junior Chris Godwin, like in a way, because they use the screens with him. He's been going through the middle of the field, catching them little outs and stuff. Like he's been doing a lot like Chris Godwin.
He has better separation though.
Yeah, he does. That's the thing, because they even said on the team he can like beat one-on-one.
Yeah, he can
easily. Like I feel like if he was healthy like how he is now the whole year, he would have been like probably in that like 800 like receiving yard, 700 yard range.
One of the things when I talk about
Brady was calling for him early on.
Yeah, he called him out. He's been looking good these past 2 weeks. Like Russell Gage, he's really has.
My expectations for Gage coming into the season wasn't extremely high. That's why I'm not even tripping on him. Like I wasn't like that. The reason why, if my expectations were high, I'd be like, what the heck, But I already told y'all my expectations. I was like, okay, he'll get some here and there, but I'm not expecting him to be some type of world beater. You know what I'm saying? The people that's mad, they had extreme expectations for him.
Right.
Rich Eisen picked him to be like the breakout player of the year.
That's the 17-0 fans.
Yeah.
16.
Right.
Or thinking Julio was still in his prime.
Julio did look good week 1 before that knee, though.
I will say this.
When he hit that knee on the ground, and you knew the season was over for him. Like
when he gets certain reverses, I will say this: that boy still got speed.
That deep catch was beautiful though. That first game.
He does still got a burst.
When that knee hit that ground, boy, he got up.
He got knee up, like that. He threw that finger up. He was like,
bro.
That's like even with the Hakeem Hicks sign. I said, I told y'all.
If we can get all them to just play with whatever they got left in the tank, man, we might can make some noise.
This what I will say about
just empty the tank.
Hakeem Hicks he's been underperforming like this whole year.
One second.
But I feel like he's been good in the run game, of course. But if you look at the film and like what he's been doing like these past 2 games, he actually has been pushing the lineman into the quarterback like a lot, getting like that pressure. But I mean, Hakeem Hicks is a run stopper. Like he's been doing
y'all. We're not getting to 2017 and 2018 Hakeem Hicks. When we signed him, I said we're getting to 2019 to 2020.
Yeah.
Look at the injury. What happened? He was injured for a lot of the season. I told y'all. That's why I didn't trip on the Gage and the Hakeem Hicks.
Well, they got something to play for now. We in the playoffs.
Yeah, Hakeem Hicks been. I feel like these past 2 weeks he been getting like the pressure and stuff.
Well, we signed him to all that money. What? They better show up now.
Yeah,
this is
what they got to get their money at, right?
This is what we signed him for. Yeah. Julio looked happy on that sideline last week. He was like, "Boy, I'm about to go crazy in the
Godwin these fumbles though, 2 weeks in a row.
And look, and Julio helped him out. Julio and Lenny helped him. They helped him, and he was holding that jank like that too. He was holding it like
punching it. He was like punching.
Yeah. When he got right back in the game and caught that screen, and he was holding it the right way. So
we can't have that. We can't. It's too late in the season for that.
He did something. He didn't was fumbling, but remember we were on a Super Bowl run in the playoffs, and he had like a dropping problem.
Oh yeah.
He did.
This could be just something similar to that. But he can't be afford to do that though.
He like to fight for yards though. He like to fight for yards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he liked to fight for yards, and I mean it was a good punch last week. I mean sometimes
two weeks in a row.
Tell Levante to bring that. Tell Levante to bring that.
He wasn't holding that ball the right way. Because, like, I played running back. He wasn't holding it the right way. He was holding it like this. You got to hold it high and tight. And put that hand over it. High and tight.
Up here. Right under that chin.
They always tell you that high and tight. That's what you got to do. He wasn't holding high and tight. He was holding it like this.
I think the secondary, the cornerbacks and safeties, they watching film with Chris Godwin. They like, yo, we can get there and punch that ball. That's something. 2 weeks in a row? I mean, come on, man.
I feel like he's not going. I'm not going to jinx it or nothing. But I got confidence in Godwin. I feel like he gonna get it right.
It's gonna be in his head though when he catches that ball.
Hey, look, that's why he gonna get it right. He gonna be holding that thing. He's like, all right, let this go again.
I want to do it.
So
he gonna hold that.
I came in this chat late.
Mm-hmm.
I just caught wind of it. So, in short,
the topic,
summarization.
The actual before you start, the topic, the bulk of the conversation has been about, can the Bucs score more than 18 points? That is the main topic. That's what we've been talking about for the last 2 hours. Because the first hour was about just randomness, but the last 2 hours has been about, can they get over 18 points?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. That's tough because the way Dallas been playing, and aside from the Carolina game, it's like it's gonna be watching to see who does worse. In my opinion.
Well, I mean, like as far as like, remember now, like I said, 18 points. I mean, you saying you watching for who does worse? I mean, you mean Lethbridge or the play?
The Cowboys and the Bucs.
No, I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying, like, is it more if you want to stand around that topic right there, that 18 points? You saying is the Dallas defense gonna be really bad versus the Bucs offense gonna be bad? Like it's a toss up. I mean,
to me, it's more like both offenses. I mean, the thing right now with Dallas is that Dak is turning the ball over in the past 12 games, even against what's that team they just played? Washington.
Yeah.
And I mean, our offense is what it is. We've seen it, throughout the season. But I don't know. I just feel like in this game, it will probably be more field goals than actual touchdowns. But I would love to be proved wrong. I would like to see us go over 18 points. I mean, let's be real. Whoever come out of this,
if you had to put a bet on it, based on what you saw for 17 weeks, if you had to put $1,000 on the Bucs scoring 18 points this game, would you put $1,000 up?
Yeah.
Oh, big confidence.
I can't really see them score 20, and it's like it's almost been hard for them to score 20. Like,
and the irony, they scored 17 points against the Falcons the last game of the season. It's like, damn,
listen,
like what? Right on the number, right on the damn. God, you could have got 20. I mean, damn, like, come on, man. Like, I'm tired of seeing that number. I'm literally tired of seeing that.
Yeah, like, I would love just to. They're talking now about our guys are more healthy now, whatever. So, does that mean you can open up the playbook more because your offense is healthy?
What I mean, we've been hiding play all season.
I've been saying this. Y'all not listening. I said it.
I feel like
we're scaling the playbook, right?
I feel like we opened that thing up a little bit. We gave it. It was a little bit in that Panthers game. We opened that thing up. A little bit.
That's to open
I
it
feel
up.
like they gotta go full force in this Cowboys game.
I mean, this dude is 45 years old, man. You can't expect him to be playing like most of the quarterbacks in the league at his age, where we could just he's not finna sustain that all season, man. It's not gonna happen. So they're gonna baby it, pamper it. He 6 yards attempt. You know how it go, Isaiah. You know, we're gonna see what we get there. And guess what? We got there. Unfortunately, we got there. It's ugly. We have a losing record going there, but it is what it is.
Did y'all peep that they let Luke Gadecki be on the offensive line in some plays? Did y'all peep that?
Boy, did you?
Yeah, that's because they had backup then. Yeah,
he was doing good, but that holding play, boy.
I do not like Luke Gadecki. I do not like that man at all.
Second round pick,
all
right. Second round pick.
That boy, hey, he's terrible, man. And it's a good thing we don't got him. Hey, you gotta remember last game, Gadecki was playing on that line. Leverett is better than Gadecki.
Friend, you're talking about the glass eater, bro. You can't be talking about him like that.
Hey man,
that's what they dubbed him, man.
Hey, look, Leverett, man, he got them. That boy got us. He's short, but he got a nice little stance, man. He don't.
It's so disappointing because Luke Gadecki was a second round pick.
Yeah. I'm not saying his future not saying his future not gonna be bright, but this year Leverett need to I like Leverett.
How about just putting Luke at right tackle where he belongs at and put Tristan at left tackle?
They put him there, I thought, in this past game. Like I said, he did that holding.
He was over
ugly.
There. And he had decent toe. Like
for every good Jason Light does, you got these type of picks.
Fact, because we went from Tristan Wirfs to Gadecki.
How about this?
He
right?
ready, man.
He ain't trash, but
he's not strong enough though.
He's just not ready. He was a rookie though.
But I mean, other second round picks get in there and do something.
Yeah, but you're right though. For a second round,
the 49ers
was probably a better option. He got good upside. I feel like
there's multiple rookies. There's multiple rookies. You know, second year players, third, fourth, fifth round, sixth round picks doing way better than him.
Right.
Yeah.
Look at Tristan Wirfs came in as a rookie and was amazing.
Tristan Wirfs is like a once in a lifetime though.
Hey, look, Penei Sewell came in the league and was amazing.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about the guys that's the pedigree, like the third, fourth, fifth round guys. Yeah. They're doing better than Luke Gadecki.
Shoot, what's oh no, he was the first round. I'm thinking about the Patriots like playing
Strain.
Strain nice this year. Yeah, Coach Strain.
He came from a small school, but that just you get lucky sometimes. But just in general, there's guys behind Luke Gadecki that's like getting drafted later, doing better. Like, dang, like what? You a second round pick, so you pedigree. That's why they played him, because he was a second round pick. You got to justify that pick, buddy. Yeah. You got to get out there and perform, and you as a week. And here go Todd Bowles. He's hurt. Stop lying. Stop lying. He's not hurt, man. He's not performing.
I've watched
and all of a sudden he disappeared.
Get stood up at the line like he wasn't moving nobody.
You know, you find that funny, right? When he came out and defended that, he's hurt. He disappeared for weeks. He wasn't hurt.
Remember they didn't know if they was gonna bench him or not. In the Carolina game, they was like, "Oh, we're gonna rotate our guards." How you supposed to build continuity on your offensive line and you gonna continue to rotate people? Just sit him down. It's okay.
And he didn't want to admit that though.
Let him
politics. Learn. You know, the PC answer. Stop that, Todd. We see on film. He's not good. Get him out of there.
But see,
he finally did it.
That's one of the reasons why I think, like, for him to have been a head coach for like 3 or 4 years, you would think that with his second chance with the team that he has, he would be more smarter. Like, this is freaking comical. I've never seen you as a head coach have a losing record, but you're going to the playoffs.
Yeah, bro.
Come on, bro.
In the event we lose, and we, you know, I think we gotta cut ties. Or this is gonna get out of hand.
But that's
get out of hand.
So are you saying this is the Pete Todd Bowles Bucs team?
Even with him saying he doesn't have the so-called staff that he would have had, this is him. First of all, his energy screams, "I'm not a coach." It's nothing about him. I mean, there's prep rallies coaches at elementary schools that's got more energy than him. We are identical. Like what they say, you your daddy's son. Well, that's us. Just all just tired and
Facts.
you know
Like
we
Bill Belichick
gotta
is the
step
most.
up and do it again. We gotta own it. We gotta see what I'm sick of owning it and earning it. And even Tom Brady's like he's starting to sound like him. It's trash. So this is peak, man. This is peak. I don't.
I think he has.
All
I
the
think I would say if I had a pie chart, I think Bowles is responsible for 33% of the offensive struggles.
I
Okay.
believe so. I don't think he's pushing them. I don't think he's demanding what you're supposed to demand out of offensive players. Defensively, I think he's doing what he needs to do.
that's clear.
Maybe we need to this offseason let Byron Leftwich spread his wings and go somewhere, that works for him. And we bring someone in here that's a guru. We get a
But that
guru in here that knows what he's doing and can take some of that pressure off him. And you just be the defensive guy, man.
So
There's nothing wrong with it.
are the Bucs a modern NFL football offensive
No,
team?
not at all. Our age is not even modern.
let me tell you something.
I would say they. Oh, no, go ahead, Bucket, with your girl. Go ahead.
Let me tell you something. It just feels like he is still a defensive coordinator. I don't ever see nobody on that coaching staff. And I've been to the game. I've watched the energy on the sideline. I don't see not one coach motivating that team.
Where because his mic'd up,
You
like
never
his
see
game that
nobody on that coaching staff go motivate that team. Yeah, you see Brady going to the players trying to get them riled up. Byron don't even do that. Byron would just go sit by Brady. And I can agree and disagree with you, Buckos, that about the pie chart. But at the end of the day, you're the head coach. If you're out there week in and week out watching your offense be the same, and you on record in the media said, well, the coaches were all getting together and we're trying to fix it, and it's still come out and look the same. So what are you saying to him?
Right.
Yeah, the fact that you're saying we're still trying to fix it this late in the season, he's
They
not.
they went
He
the
doesn't. He needs a
whole.
better PR team. Yeah, he needs a better PR. He says the
What
wrong stuff.
What confuses me is like you got teams like all right, bro, for example, great defenses. I feel like we have a really good defense.
Mm-hmm.
We
We
do.
got a defense like ours at practice, and our offense they're going against them. I don't understand how it's not like correlating to the regular like game. Like I feel like because if Brock Purdy got because like Fred Warner came out and said he got us to go against every defense. Like he go against us every defense at practice every time. And Brock Purdy gets better from going against that San Fran defense at practice. So when he go on a regular field, it don't hurt him at all. So I'm confused about how our offense isn't better on game day
is
when they're going against our defense at practice. Are
is
they scared to get
because
like a
man,
lineman injured? Like so the rush, like I don't understand. Like since Jensen got injured, are they scared to get like a lineman injured or something at practice? Like
When
it's
they
confusing
said,
me.
our
when they
head coach
said,
isn't a motivator, man. He can't.
when they
He doesn't.
said
He
that
can't motivate those players on offense.
My issue with the defensive thing, and to speak to what the lady was saying, um, they play the turnover battle. So to me, a defensive coordinator is always going to be concerned with turnovers. And we already know that because Bowles told on himself that one game, I think that was the Browns, when he was like, we didn't want Brady to throw an interception.
Oh
And at
yeah.
that time, he hadn't thrown an interception in however long. That's something a defensive coach would that's how they think.
That was
So
bad
everything is
coaching right
gonna
there.
yeah, everything's gonna be conservative.
Because
It's gonna be conservative. We're worried about turnovers. You're not gonna be aggressive in that sense. You're gonna be, you know, worried about turnovers instead of going to go win the game. You rather take an old team, the oldest team in the league, to another quarter of football
it was there
instead
too.
of just winning.
It was there too. That game was there. The right we heard like the play before they called the timeout. It was a 25-yard game. right at midfield. Oh my, that frustrated me so bad. I was like, you telling me you're not going to get him a chance to try to get in field goal range? And then who that dropped that pass across the middle that could have gave us at least a chance at it? What's that?
Was it Otten or Bray?
Cameron Bray. It was Cameron Bray.
Bray dropped the pass right across the middle of the field. That would have gave us a field goal chance.
And you see what they did with him, though. You see what they did with Bray, right? Slowly but surely, you out of here, buddy.
But that's
they put Kyle Rudolph in more than him now. Like
the difference between their coaching styles. BA was aggressive, and Todd is not. But you can't, like, for example.
But see, that's why I brought that pie chart up, because when Neth was coaching under Arians, he was much aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's because BA had a headset that he could tap into everyone's playbook.
Remember,
you gotta think he called it. He called it one game. Not to cut you off. Remember, he had us go for it, and he said he's gonna own that on defense. He jumped in on Ty Bowles and said, "No, send the blitz."
And so I like to use this philosophy here from a business perspective, right? When you are a supervisor or a C-level executive, right? You know, CFO, CTO, whatever. When you come up with an idea or a plan, you just don't do it. You have to go through the CEO. So, from a head coaching perspective, when they're making the offensive game plan, Byron and Harold Godwin Jr., receivers coach, Clyde Christensen, and advisor Moore, old guy, and they're going through this process during the week. When they finish the game plan, that's not it. They gotta present it to Ty Bowles. He has to say, "Okay, this is what we're gonna do," or we shouldn't do that, or we'll do this a little bit more. How about make some adjustments here? Where's the communication right there? So, because if an office looks that bad, that means Ty Bowles is signing off on that. He's signing off on that product to get out there on the assembly line for production. And look at the results. The consumers, us, are like, what the, this is horrible. So Ty Bowles is just as much as responsible as Byron Leftwich. He's signing off on that crap. He's okay in that. He's the one saying fourth and 2, kick the field goal. He's the one doing that. He has ultimate responsibility on how this team moves offensively. Yeah, it's a coordinator. It's a reason why it's called coordinator. You can't do what you want to do. You got to make sure you follow the game plan from the head coaching perspective. That's how it works. Byron Leftwich can't just do what he want to do. Tom Brady can't just do what he want to do. That's not how it works. That's not how business works. Even if some of us play football, Fran, we play football. You just can't do what you want to do.
No, you can't.
You gotta follow the plan, even if it sucks. That's why I've been looking at Byron. Then I look at Ty Bowles like, yo, man, what y'all doing when y'all sit down on Friday? What y'all doing?
Sorry about that.
The plan's closed down by Friday. By Friday, you pretty much kind of know what you're gonna do. Because Saturday, Sunday, you're just trying to get right.
They don't communicate, I don't think. Like,
it's
weird. I always would love, like, I feel like it's a trend. I feel like when you got an offensive person that's minded, like nowadays in this NFL, I feel like you should all, like, offensive head coaches are doing much better than defensive head coaches.
Exactly.
Because they're aggressive. Like, defensive head coaches want to play to win but not to lose.
Yes.
I feel like all the coordinators they play bend but no break, but all the coordinators been like how Bruce Arians was like, risking no biscuit. Like they want to score.
Yep. Yeah, that's what it seemed like. It seemed like the offense ain't trying to score at all.
Yeah, that's
like I look at the Kansas City Chiefs, they trying to score on every play.
Andy Reid.
Yeah, and it's like they go out there on offense. It's like, what are we trying to do? Like the object is to score points. Like get in the end zone.
Because when you got two offensive minds together on a one team, like how Arians and Leftwich was, and you got McDaniels and it's somebody else on that team that's with him that's really good.
Yeah, it came from McVay, but when he was with McDaniels with McVay in Los Angeles, right? He was putting together the game plan, and McVay would call the plays, but McDaniels put together the game plan. You know what I'm saying? So
Kevin O'Connell, and Sean McVay,
Ron Rivera, Robert Saleh, Ty Bowles, they all struggling. Look at all these head coaches, defensive coordinators. Firing their OT. Ron Rivera fired Scott Turner today.
Mm-hmm.
The Commanders OC.
He was pressured to do that too.
Y'all trying to bring Lovie Smith back?
Don't do that.
That was a bad time right there.
No,
Hell
That was
no.
a bad time.
that was funny.
Hey, he helped them out with some wins before he left. No,
Matt Eberflus.
He screwed him over with some wins.
Look at Matt Eberflus, the Bears defensive coordinator. Bears head coach was a former defensive coordinator for the Colts. Struggled. They all struggling. Belichick struggling without Josh McDaniels and often you're gonna struggle because you don't understand modern day football.
Right.
So that's why you can't put it all on Aaron. You can't do that. You can't do it.
No.
It's not a great match.
This team has went a whole season
Hold out for like
having an identity.
try to get the thing.
And that to me is head coaching. Like the team can only go as far as you. And this is what you have to show for it. That's why I said in order for Todd to not be on the hot seat next year, he has to make tough decisions and let people go.
It's gonna be ugly.
Yeah.
And let the offense do what it do. Don't be like the Glazers in the past, getting these people off the street from Rutgers or whatever you want to call it. No, get somebody with experience.
Yeah, I got pull out blitz on 60 plays. Like, what was wrong with that dude, man?
I don't know. So I wanna get y'all overall. I want to get your overall take on as far as I'm gonna go about one by one. As far as the main topic, your summary on as far as the 18 points a game coming Monday night, the factors, the advantages and disadvantages, because tomorrow's conversation is going to be about the Bucs defense. We're gonna start tapping into that because I'm breaking these videos down individually because I want us to have a full conversation on these subjects. Because if I try to do it all at one time, it's not gonna be enough time for it. You know what I'm saying? Because we at 3 hours now. We spent 2 hours and some change talking about the Bucs for the most part, scoring 18 points, and it's been a great conversation, great energy, and all that stuff like that. So tomorrow, get your minds right because we're gonna get on that Bucs defense against the Cowboys offense. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a good conversation too. So, anybody want to take the first stab at it?
Yeah, I mean, I'll go ahead and start, man. I keep it, I guess, kind of simple and plain Jane. Like I said before, man, we just gotta stick to that running game. Hopefully that running game will open everything up. And when we get inside that red zone, man, we need to decrease the screen plays and maybe a little bit more short play action and run game, man. I mean, I think that's really where the ticket is. We succeed more times often than not, I guess you could say, when we stick to that type of script. Yeah, I know the Carolina game where Mike Evans is kind of like the outlier for this particular season, but I think when we kind of stick to those things, what the defense gonna bring. They gonna do what they do. But offensively wise, I mean, I think that's pretty much where it's at.
Okay. That's it. That's all you got for that take right there.
Yeah, that's all I got for that take, man.
All right, shout out to you, King Cook, man. I appreciate you coming into the locker room, man. Tomorrow, I'm pretty sure you'll be here tomorrow because we're gonna talk about the Bucs defense. The good side, right?
I'll enjoy that night, man. I'll holler at you.
All right, man. All right, who got next?
Oh shit, I'll go. I'm over here on the damn Call of Duty.
Flashbang.
I'm on DMZ. I'm over here on DMZ. I'm trying to revive these dudes on DMZ.
Flashbang.
Yeah, the overall question you asked, yes. We always talk about teams that play us well. This is one of those I think that we play well. I think it's one of them teams where, to answer your question about, hey, we got to beat somebody we haven't been, this is one of them teams I feel like it'll look like that. We'll be after the game more than likely like, what has been all year? Where has this been? Because I mean, we look like that at certain times. So for me, yeah, we'll do the 18. We'll do the 18 points. We'll do over that. You know, typically you look for this type of game to be a shootout anyway, because that's normally how the Dak and Brady shootout is supposed to be, which is why they put it on its own channel. I'm sure people are going to disagree with how we've been playing, and you can't blame them because we've been looking horrible. But regardless, we'll get the win. We'll get the win. That's where I'm at with it. Dallas don't fear me, so I don't fear Dallas. I mean, so that's all. That's all. You get on Call of Duty, bro?
Yeah, I'm gonna get on it. Since you just said something, I was like flashbang.
Yeah, man. I'm on this DMZ, man. This thing been working, bro.
To get around those snipers, man. Sometimes they use thermal scopes. You can use smoke grenades, but that ain't gonna matter. They got thermal scopes. They gonna get you anyway. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta get. I don't know the sniper. They getting ridiculous with sniper now. They getting ridiculous with it. Quick snipes. So shout out to Mopar Buck, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, we got two more.
All right, I'm gonna make this short and quick, man. I know y'all gotta get to sleeping, man. But I'm gonna say, man, this game right here, I feel real comfortable. I would say that because what we been wanting to get away from this whole season is what I feel like we're gonna be able to do this season and get a lot of yards out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yak yards too, after the catch, running after the catch and everything. I feel like Dallas, they're not gonna be able to press. And their press, that's gonna also work in our advantage. But I feel like they're gonna play off coverage. So it's gonna be a lot of quick throws to the outside, a lot of dump offs to the running backs, and it's gonna work this game in our favor. So I feel like it's just gonna be a really good game. Like I really, really, really confident in this game. This is the matchup that I kind of wanted in the first round.
I said that too.
Yeah, this is the matchup that we should all feel comfortable with.
I do.
Dallas, and another thing to put out there, Dallas is not good on the road at all in the playoffs or in the regular season. In the playoffs or in the regular season, they are bad on the road. And Ray J, we 5-4 at Ray J this year. We won the past few at home, so I don't know. That could go for us. So
let me ask you this question: how many attempts you think it's going to take, passing attempts that you think it's going to take to get over 18 points?
I'm gonna say I feel like that running game is going to be nice this game. I'm gonna say about 30, 32, 33, 35. I'm gonna say around that range.
Okay.
Around the 28-35 range. But I feel like our running game is going to be really good this game. And I feel like our running backs going to be able to take advantage of their linebackers with the quick passes too. So I like that. That's how I feel.
Fournette does have over 70 catches.
Hey, Rachaad White up there in them catches too. He got like a good amount of catches as well.
Yeah, like 30 or 40. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. He check them balls down a lot.
He do.
Jesus Christ, bro.
He do.
But yeah, shout out to you, man. I know you're gonna be back tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be back.
So yeah,
I appreciate y'all, man.
Shout out to you, friend. Good energy, man. Bring that energy again.
I got you.
Doc, what's up, man?
Yo. I hop in here late. I hop in here sometimes, but not all the time. But I'll keep this quick though. As far as scoring 18 points, journey to 18 points for the offense. It's like, how are the Buccaneers going to keep the Cowboys defense off balance, right? I feel like if they not hurry up, but like after the first play, if they're not huddling up and acting like they're waiting on the call for the second play, they're up tempo, not really hurry up, but more up tempo and playing with urgency, I feel like they could get to 18 points. If they're looking slow and sluggish, we probably won't get 6. I know everybody was saying they're comfortable with the Cowboys, but this team lost to PJ Walker. So I'm never comfortable with this team. The only time the offense kind of moves is when they're unfortunately in hurry up, and they don't want to do that. But that's really what it has to be, especially from the beginning, because we always go down and then we have to play a certain way. If we get play for a lead, maybe you can get the run game going with a lead, because the Cowboys will be, or any defense will be off balance, right? Because they don't know what you're going to do if you're playing with a lead. And that's something they haven't done really all year. They kind of had it with Cincinnati, but they didn't know what to do with it after that, after halftime. So the Cincinnati Bengals caught up quick. They're turning the ball over, doing stupid stuff they shouldn't be doing with a lead. So if we can keep the Cowboys off balance, we're going to get to 18 points for sure. How much they give up to the Commanders? 26. Tom Brady's with all the weapons. This team should be scoring 30-something points a game, but we watch these games and we see it all the time. We go down and then we have to play one-dimensional pass. Getting the lead would have us able to run the ball. And I think we ran the ball the best against the Cowboys in the beginning of the season. It was playoff Lenny week 1. Yep. So, I mean, we got to repeat that, get up early, and then our defense can dominate. And hopefully get turnovers. Dak's been turning it up. I mean, never mind. I'll say that for if I hop on tomorrow. But 18 points, you got to run fast, man. I'll keep it at that. I could go all day. I hopped in late.
All right. I'll be back tomorrow.
I appreciate you, though.
Shout out to He-Dot, man. Appreciate your insight, man.
Yes, sir.
Well, folks, there you have it. The great live stream started out really good, ended really good. It was a lot of energy in the middle of that live stream there. Shout out to Friend, bringing that energy, bringing that heat to Molly Mall. And Molly Mall took it well too, man. He took the heat well. He took that smoke well. He inhaled it and took it well. He didn't choke. He held his ground too. So I like that. I like that energy. I like that good, clean debate, that good, clean conversation. There was no personal shouts, and I love that. That's what the locker room's about. You do what you do, you hash it out. At the end of the day, we good. You know what I'm saying? There was no beef in there, no cussing, as far as at each other and down each other's throats and all that. But it was good, clean debate. Aggressive, but clean. And shout out to both of those guys, Molly Mall and Fran. And Sal came in. Shout out to Sal. Happy birthday to Sal. He came in late. So this is what I'm talking about. This is my type of energy. Because he would have loved that, because that's Sal energy right there. That's right up his alley too. He would have been right in there, But shout out to him. Happy birthday to him. Have fun at work with those Cowboy fans too, man. Tell him I said what's up. Tell him to come into the locker room. Holla at your boy. I can cut my hand and turn into a Titan. You know what I'm saying? But can the Bucs score over 18 points? That is the question for this video. Yes, they can score over 18 points. They have scored over 18 points. We've seen it a few times this year. Not as much as we should have, but we've seen it. They have the capability to score over 18 points. There is a possibility that they will score over 18 points. Execute. The probability going into the game is not high for them to score 18 points based on the reality of how the offense look. Coaching, OC, quarterback. But I'll be optimistic. I hope they score over 18 points. But I also got to be objective too, because I got 17 weeks of film. I can't just start nitpicking a half here and a game here. I got to look at it from a 17-week standpoint, numbers and film study. And I'm going to be looking at more Dallas film, trying to see some things that I want to see some come Monday I can point out and talk about too. So it's game week, folks. It's almost game time. We almost there. So I know the anticipation is heavy. I know people excited. Stay optimistic. You kind of know who I'm picking, but we'll save that video for another time. Shouts out to all the Pirates and Sea Bandits. Thank you for joining Locker Room Talk. Shout out Bucket with your girl. Hopefully you feel better soon. Get well. And shout out to everybody in the chat room. This was really good today. Really good. Really good conversation today. I feel like I got to know y'all a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, fire those cannons, seize the day, raise the flag. Hashtag no risky, no biscuit. Hashtag facts over feelings. Hashtag stay humble. Hashtag what does your eyes tell you? Hashtag trenches matter. Promise y'all. Hashtag probability versus possibility. Hashtag don't get mad at me. I don't play the game. I just talk about it. Hashtag why. Hashtag fire the cannons. Hashtag walk the plank. Hashtag why. Why we are in this situation at 8-9 offensively. Hashtag Super Bowl or bust. That remains the goal. And that's what it should be. Win now, not later. I'll see y'all tomorrow. We're going to talk about the Bucs defense against the Cowboys offense. We'll get more in depth in that. I'll see y'all tomorrow.